Hey, what's good, people? It's your boy Rhino. Welcome back to MGTV. We are live and alive. Listen, my bad, people. It's my fault we're late. It's my fault, but obviously you can see me. I got the face looking sharp and that. You feel me? But yeah. Big up Alyssa. Big up G20. I
Hello,
think Ben
hello.
was in here earlier as well. But yeah, my bad, people. I kept moving the time. But listen, we're here. We're live and we are alive. We're gonna talk about social media and the impact of it and how it's changed a lot. Big up the people in the chat as well. Big up Gifted Chick as always. Big up Wacky. Obviously Alyssa, Bruce. Big up, big up, big up. Who else is here? That's it. Bruce, Wacky, and Gifted Chick. Big up, man. Big up, big up. Triple Trey as well. Big up, big up, big up. Listen, let's get this thing rolling. Yep. Hope you're having a blessed Sunday. Yep. See some W's in the chat as well.
Big W's live and alive. Yes,
Let's
Live
sir.
and
go.
alive. Everyone's here. Everyone's here. Appreciate the patience, people, man. Live and alive. Come on, Bruce. Come on. Listen, today we are talking about the impact of social media, the good and the bad. We're talking about how things have evolved with it. We're going to be talking about the negatives, you know. As much as social media has brought a lot of an advanced way of life, we also have to look at the negatives. And I think for me, the main thing is going to be about the balance. I think we use the positives of social media. You know, you can put up a video and go viral overnight. You couldn't do that, back in the day. You know, there's so many ways you can connect with people, meet people, people that are not good with like even confidence and stuff. There's loads of things social media can do. But let me start with you actually, G20.
Yeah.
Because you haven't really been on this show. You're normally on the football, as Alyssa says, podcast. But we say podcast. You know what I mean? Podcast. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
G20, like what how impactful do you think social media is?
Well, very well now in the present day, very very impactful. That's what I like to say about it, because obviously with the whole new platforms are just popping up every single day. Like maybe whether in regards to like streaming or just like typical like normal apps that you used to chat on. So yeah, Instagram release threads. That's like a whole competition with Twitter and stuff like that. But even like back in the day, look at the transition. It was like old school MSN days, BBM, and all that stuff, innit?
Mm.
Yeah. So like you can see that the transition is mad right now, and I feel like with that transition, a lot of power has come within social media as well, in a sense where you can say anything from pure stupidity to pure controversy.
Yep.
Honestly, likes, spams, comments, anything like that. A comment that you can make can just change your own perspective and others' perspective of yourself within min. You know what I'm trying to say about this?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, going on to you, Jamila. Not Jamila. Jamila's in the back in the
You're gonna bring
studio
her up.
background. But Alyssa, how you feeling, man? What's your like quick thoughts on social media?
Quick thoughts. Okay, I'll give you the quick thoughts. Nah, social media is it could be really good. It's come a long way when it comes to like networking and for businesses and actually bringing awareness and stuff like that. But the negatives are definitely outweighing the positives of
Yeah,
social media. But I'm kind of with G20 with what he said. Back in the day, it was just kind of like, we had AOL or not even, we didn't even have none of that type stuff yet, So
yeah,
I don't know. It's definitely evolved. I think social media is. I was having this conversation the other day. It's the new fame. So you grew up and it was either you were a rapper, you were an artist, you did something creative. Now it's like what you said. You just go on social media, you get one viral video, and you're famous. You're internet famous. You're
yeah,
socially
yeah,
famous.
Mhm.
yeah, yeah. No, facts, 100%, man. Big up Jamila in the building. What's your audio saying, Jamila?
Hey,
What's good? What's good?
Hey.
Troublesome Jamila's in the building.
I
No, I'm
came to get
joking.
some food.
You say that again?
I literally came out my house to get some food. 1 second.
Okay, no worries. You can go on mute for now for a bit till you're ready anyway. But yeah,
Can I have
no,
a lamb?
100. Say that again. Wait, let me put on mute for now anyway. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, social media. Listen, let's start with the positives anyway.
Okay.
Like G20 said, you can post one thing and that can change your life, you know? And there's so much I want to say about social media, but I think
Let's
I want
start
to.
somewhere.
Yeah, we've got to start somewhere because I'm thinking about a lot of the negatives keep coming to my mind, like even to do with like catfishing and stuff. We've got a lot to talk about. Listen, we got.
There's definitely more negative than positive.
But let's start with the good and let's talk about how things have evolved. So cool. Back in the day when I was in college, and well, not college, but when I was in secondary school, I don't know how that translates into American years. What stage of education are you in when you're so I think the oldest of secondary school is 15, 16. So 12.
So it's like
12.
high school. 12?
So that's high school, yeah. Yeah,
12
11, 12.
It's middle school. Yeah, it's middle school. It's middle school.
Okay, cool. So when I was in middle school, and that's our secondary school, we had Blackberries them times. So we was using like Blackberry Ping, and even them times it wasn't really a WhatsApp thing, you know. We had Blackberry, and that was our thing. And I remember statuses and stuff, like when someone puts up their status, like, and then everyone gets the status update. That was our thing still. So we didn't have all of the Snapchats and all of that stuff. We didn't have. I don't even think YouTube was around. Yeah, YouTube must have been around. YouTube came.
YouTube was
came a
around
little bit
them
later.
times, yeah, but it was
YouTube came 05, no? Let me see.
Yeah, YouTube definitely came a little bit later.
Let me check.
Because YouTube was the first. YouTube is what jumped it off. YouTube is what
like
made everybody.
Yeah,
start making
YouTube started in
videos
05.
Exactly.
YouTube started in 2005.
Yeah.
So when I was finishing school, YouTube wasn't about still. YouTube wasn't even about yet.
Right.
So we communicated by status. Like, you know, when you're upset, you put your sad emoji,
Yeah,
and then everyone messages you, oh, what's wrong? You know, but that was the thing still. And as time went on, then obviously I think we started transitioning into we had Nokias and that. Nokia was a thing. So the first Nokia that could slide up, camera phones. That's when camera phones kind of first started when I was in middle school. So there was not really like, everything was more word of mouth. You know, you tell a friend to tell a friend and it spreads. And then we used to send our music via infrared. So you have to hold your phones together and send it. Like, it's mad, you know.
So
now
the
to
Ericsson
think.
days.
Say that again?
Sony Ericsson days and that.
Sony Ericsson, Walkmans,
Right.
them days.
Walkmans, yep.
I
Yeah,
remember
man.
My sister had one of those back in the day. So, yeah.
I was right. I had one. I had one.
I don't think I was a Sony Ericsson fan. Still, I had Nokias. I was on the Nokia.
I had a Walkman. You put the tape in, and then you flip it. It's side A, side B, and you can flip it over.
Oh yeah, you're talking about Walkmans and CD players and stuff.
Yeah,
but he's talking about the Sony, the Walkman. There used to be a Sony Ericsson phone called the Walkman phone.
Yeah.
So
and,
So it's interesting. So think about the impact of social media now. Before, for me to send something, I couldn't send something to Alicia. Maybe I have to find her by email or something. Like, I couldn't just chat to her on Snapchat and then send her like a music, like a song or a voice note or whatever, unless I had her on BlackBerry. But how was I connecting with her on BlackBerry? The market was smaller back then. So for me to be able to connect with someone in America was was a lot more unlikely than it is now. Now you can just literally make a Discord and you know people from America, or you can literally have a Snapchat. Someone puts up someone else's Snapchat, like, yeah, add my friend, and that's it. Boom, you're connected. You can go from here. I can go from here to flipping California in seconds by just chatting to somebody. So back then it was more word of mouth, and when artists was doing music, you had to go and print your CDs and go to like West London. I think that's kind of the equivalent to the equivalent of our West London to you guys is like probably Times Square or something.
Times Square.
And
Okay.
you had to give out your CDs. Yo, listen to my tape. Listen to my tape. Now you can just put it on YouTube and you're done.
Right,
You know, put it on
YouTube,
Spotify.
Spotify,
you know?
Apple Music,
So,
SoundCloud.
Yeah, there
know,
you go.
Do all that.
So I would definitely say that in terms of like being an artist or being of somebody of like an influencer and whatnot, social media has helped that a lot. It was a lot harder. Back in the day, you had to put in the work. You had to be popping in your streets, in your ends. You had to
Absolutely.
be popping. So yeah, I would say that's one impact social media has had. It's helped people with talents, and it's given people the pedestal to kind of be more confident with, let me see if I can try a talent. You know, I might blow, I might not. Whereas before, you're either good or you're not.
No,
you
you're
know?
not. Right.
That's
Exactly.
it, simply. So yeah, I think it's helped a lot in terms of traveling information. Before it had to be all face to face and whatnot still. But what about you, Alyssa? What can you speak on from when you was in high school? How was social media like?
Well, I mean, high school, by the time high school came around, it started like, we had YouTube and all of that good stuff. And, what I mean? But I think I'm with you, like middle school days, like MySpace days. I think MySpace was like really one of like the first, before Facebook and all of that stuff. But we used to, it was like that. Like I used to burn CDs, you know what I mean? All day long type of deal. I had AIM, AOL, because Windows was one of the first things, you know what I mean? So AIM was really like the first live chat.
So what, Alyssa, you had dial-up internet, innit? When it used to make that little mad sound. And it used to go, and it used to take like 5 minutes to connect.
Absolutely. Okay.
Hey, listen, these young bucks don't know the struggle.
It was the little guy, yo, trust me. Like,
AOL Messenger was cold. It was hard.
And then you could play everything because it wasn't Google yet. It was what is it, Yahoo?
Yahoo Messenger and MSN and that.
Right. So Yahoo was like all the games. Then you had internet games, which was like your first like set. Like you could play like Family Feud with people on there, and like you could be like in chat rooms with people. Yeah. And shit was different.
Yep, different, man.
And in school we wrote letters. Like I remember writing letters to people. You get what I'm saying? Like origami stuff. And like passing it to a friend to give to like a friend, or like we had like notebooks that we like gave our friends, and like they went home, we came back and we like exchanged notes and stuff until we got cell phones
and the iPad.
Crazy. Big up Ari and big up Jamila back in the building.
How are we doing tonight? Sorry, I was late. I was having my dinner. I had to run out to get my dinner, and I was just yamming it. So
Ari, listen, don't worry. I was the late. Listen, I'm the host, and I was late. But so we're all late today. But you know what they say? Lateness is greatness. It's calm, man.
Yeah. Better late than never, as they say.
But Ari, what about you? Since you've just joined, man. When you were in secondary school, what was social media like back then?
Well, it was when a lot of the time Facebook was popping up. MySpace, I never had MySpace, but then Facebook was, and everyone started jumping on that. Yeah, so Facebook, I mean, I wasn't on MSN, but when Facebook jumped on, I really felt, I mean, it's definitely, I mean, I joined when you were talking about music in terms of like business side of things. It's become really good, but it's really toxic, literally. A lot of people would like, say you were writing on people's walls, they used to have it on Facebook back then times. Everyone would see it and then just jump on and be like, oh, you did this. Who's this girl you're talking to? Who's this? And all that. Because back then they didn't really have the inbox feature in it. So then it was just really created a toxic culture. I remember one time in school, even got me in trouble in class. So some silly girl had literally tried in the chat, basically was chatting me, trying to. It's gonna sound a bit embarrassing there, but I'm fair enough to. I'm brave enough to say it on air. But basically, was trying to get me to come on a date with her. But then later on, it turned out it was a frape and all that. And then she put it all over social media to humiliate me. And the next day in school was just a big humiliation. And then that woman, that girl, I know, it's all good now.
To you. That really sucks.
Thank you. Thank you, Alyssa. But it's I'm over it now. And after that, I just didn't speak to her again. I mean, this is all going back. What year are we now? 2023. it's all that 2010 times, you know. So yeah,
Right.
you can work out how old I am probably, but it's just, you know, it's just really created a toxic culture. I don't even go on Facebook now myself because it just brings back bad memories. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I still maybe if I need to get a photograph from prom days and all, that's where I put all the prom photos up on there. And I tell anyone who wants it, you know, I'll go on there. I put every photo I took up. It's all on there for you to take. So yeah, that's what it's really like.
You know-
Facebook was. Go on.
Damn, yeah. So you're talking about an experience that you've had where it's kind of thrown you off like doing certain things in the future, and that's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't
That's
say it's put me off in the future. It's just, you know, it just made me think I don't really, you know,
You're a bit wary.
Like the other people in it, like what I think of the younger generation today, Rhino. I mean, like Instagram's the new Facebook now. I mean, I don't really, obviously I'm not at that age now, and at 14, 15, but I just really feel sorry for them. It's created a lot of suicides and all that, you know. There's a lot of, you know, because there's bullying, there's nasty people, you know what I'm saying? Out there, you know?
That's how
We're definitely gonna
nasty,
get into
nasty
that.
people on social media.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially those that are hide behind the keyboard, but obviously won't say it to you, you know, if they would see you to your face.
Too many keyboard warriors.
That's
we done with
that's one
positive
thing social
topics?
media's done.
Are we
We're
done with
gonna go in there soon. Let's give it about 10 more minutes. But I wanna kind of I wanna go to Jamila quickly, and then I'm gonna add another question as well. So Jamila, let's talk about what you've been through secondary school times. What was social media like for you them times? Big up FNR Beats in the chat. W's up, man. W's up.
I'm not gonna lie, social media, we were Bebo, innit? So Bebo,
Yeah.
Bebo, we were Facebook. I'm not gonna lie, like I'm scared for my daughter because I know I was chatting to bare different ways on that Bebo thing. So yeah, I'm never gonna lie, I'm scared. Like I even remember one time, God forbid I even talk about this. One time we actually went to link someone off Bebo, innit?
Yeah.
And my brethren went, and I remember I was like, no, guys. Remember, I told everyone who I went to see. So everyone knew. Like, I was telling everyone where I was going, who I was going to see. I gave his number. Like, there was no way. When I was on the road to go and see him with my friend, we were talking loud so people remember who we were. Like, we were doing the most. I remember he was like, why are you shouting? I was thinking, bro, you think you're going to kidnap us and no one don't know?
No, social media, absolutely. I agree with that. Like for our generation, it definitely opened up that like chat dating stuff. Like
we could do it. And the person is definitely not the person that was on their Bebo.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
No, like,
it's like on the Bebo now, he looks like, bro, on Bebo, he looked like he's sent from heaven. Yeah.
Damn.
When we got there in real life, I didn't even know why we even wasted time to even travel. You get it?
Yeah.
So
what is Bebo? I mean, I've seen obviously the logos for it and all that, but what is actually Bebo?
It was like, you know, it's like we could meet people, talk to people. It was like socializing. It was just
Bebo's a bit like. No, it's a bit like. Is it like? Do you guys know about FacePic? It's like FacePic or what's the equivalent of Bebo now? It's like
Yubo.
It's like Instagram. It's basically like Instagram, but the only difference is like you have a homepage where you got your display picture and then you got your about me kind of thing, and then you kind of go through other people's profiles kind of thing, if that makes sense. And then you can like pictures, you can send messages and stuff. It's like that basically.
Okay, I never went on Bebo, but I heard a lot about it.
Oh yeah, high five as well, Ben. Yeah, man, high five. Hey, listen.
Like you know the line where you say, "What about me?" You describe yourself. Obviously, I don't know who helped him describe himself, but it went. So obviously, I've gone. I remember going home. And I was like, "Mom, you're gonna kill me," but obviously, don't. But I tried to make it look like my friend knew a friend that knew a friend that knew this person, innit? I didn't want to say we met him online. I think it was only recently my daughter came, and obviously, you know TikTok.
Yeah.
You're
not supposed to be on TikTok, so I got my daughter's account banned.
Wow. How old is your daughter, if you don't mind me asking, Jamila?
My daughter's 11.
See,
so I got her. So basically, I reported it. You can report it. It's to ban it.
Oh, okay. What's the age requirement for TikTok at the moment?
It used to be 16.
I think it's 13 or
You
12.
need to be 16.
Is it 13? Oh, is it a 16?
No,
Yeah.
Wow.
she needs to be 16.
That makes
Oh,
sense
okay.
because of the kind of content that's on TikTok. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
A lot of nonsense are on there literally, and they target obviously young kids like yours, Jamila. And that's the scary thing right now. Like, there's a generation are fearful that the ones coming
Yeah.
up for our kids, literally, you know what the social media is doing.
What I'm happy with, my daughter was very open to come and show me what she was trying to show me, yeah? And my whole thing was, you shouldn't have been on the app to even be able to access it. But if she's on the app, how many other kids are on the app?
Yep.
Well,
And-
there's plenty of kids on the app. It's social media, but that's the whole point of the conversation. Social media has evolved to the point where it's everything. Kids don't even watch TV anymore. Everything that everybody watches, people watch other people now. People watch influencers. People watch other people doing stupid stuff, falling out, doing tricks, reality TV shows. Reality TV shows evolved from reality TV shows. Like we had MTV, we had MTV Cribs, we had Jersey Shore, we had Maury and Jerry Springer and those type of things, right? To now where in social media, there's actually multiple personas that do those type of things, but they're called influencers or whatever it is that they do. You understand what I'm saying? Instead of it being a TV show, so
it can also be a positive as well. And let me explain why. I did a video about like suicide the other day, and it got so many views and something, but I wasn't gonna do it because I didn't want to put it out there, but people were just watching and commenting, and if you see how much people came into my personal thing and said they were going through the same thing, and it's not even just that, him doing talks like on there talking about like growth and development, and if you see how many people have like interacted and people that come on your For You page, because the content you put out, you will see different people that will follow you and other things. So I feel like in a way, I'm not gonna lie to you, you see before, like back in the day where people used to put their little shitty music videos on my wall and be like, get so frustrated because it's like, bro, what the hell is this? Why have you got this on my wall? And he would have like his friend tag you in a shit music video, like the lyrics don't even match, and like it was all over the wall, and then he's trying to promote, and it's just like you don't even want to be rude and say, babe, this is shit. So you're just sharing it to other people. But like now, if you put it on YouTube, you're getting the views, you're getting the followers.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like that with gaming,
Where you
people do that to go viral, innit? Nowadays, you can there's more stupidness you can do now to be viral.
100%.
What I've noticed as well on TikTok and different platforms, negativity sells more than positivity.
Yep.
Unfortunately,
I preach that every day. The post gets 2 likes.
I was watching the other day, I was watching some boy talk, and he was saying that he's not gonna go viral, but Gemma, Cheyenne, and all these other people will go viral because they're shouting like each other's mum and talking about people's kids. Negativity sells because people like drugs. And we live in a society where it's so crazy that negativity sells more than positivity. Because of the narrative that is out there. Drama sells. Look at Bad Boy Club, Prison's Wife, House of Atlanta, all these programs, they all sell because the drama in it.
No,
people
it's like that. Social media is just like that. Social media is just like that. Period. Like social media has brought it to the I'm everybody knows I'm a content creator. I'm a streamer. I've built my entire network off of gaming. Right. That's what I do.
What else?
Right. And in the gaming industry, right, social media gives people a platform to you can be the most positive, most confident person, and social media is just there for people to literally just tear you down. It doesn't matter. And I've gone through that all year, especially in the communities that I've come to. Okay, they put up these ridiculous spaces for hours talking about the same things in circles, right? and then they come out of there, and you absolutely do. You post something positive, because I'm a very positive person. Whatever. At least I try to be. You can't force the world to whatever. You get what I'm saying. But I am the person that
100%.
around here, we make the best out of our situation. So things might not be perfect, but what we're not going to do is we're not going to cry. We're not going to bitch. We're not going to moan. We're not going to do none of that. We're going to make the best out of the situation, right?
Yep.
So what social media has allowed people to talk more. It's not, because this is where people get it messed up. They say that when they're criticizing or they're bashing something, they're saying that it's an opinion, right?
Yeah.
But delivery is everything.
Yep.
You can give your opinion without bashing something.
100%.
You get what I'm saying? So in social media, it gives everybody an excuse to be negative, and then they go ahead and they go, oh, well, that's my opinion. You don't like it. No. It's not that I don't like your opinion. I don't like your delivery, because you can't promote you can't promote negative stuff, and you're always in drama, or you're always attacking people, you're always doing stuff, and then you have these spaces, like I said, that are just super toxic and negative, right? And then you spend the other whatever months of the year being fake positive. So where do you not become a hypocrite? Where is there not a double standard to where, okay, I'm gonna get on and say, I like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna, for instance, like the kid that blew up his mom's house with fireworks or whatever, right?
Oh my God.
Kid went viral. Okay, he lit up fireworks. I'm talking about, he had other little kids doing dumb shit. You get what I'm saying? Now, for social media, he went viral. You get what I'm saying? The kid made a bag blowing up his mother's house. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But on the negative side, now you got a whole bunch of 10, 13, 14-year-olds, right? That think it's fun, or it's going to be funny, or if they do the same thing, that they're going to get the same love and reaction that this guy got. So social media just, it helps, but it doesn't, because even within business, it gives you a false confidence. People don't really want to see that you're confident. People don't want to see that you're doing good and you're striving, and you post that you're having a bad day, whatever, you get 10 comments of people saying, yo, I hope your day gets better, hope you feel better, whatever. You post one post saying that you're having a great day, it's shining outside, Jesus woke you up, whoever woke you up today, you got 2 likes on the shit. You know what I mean?
Yep, facts.
Like, social media is just a false, it just gives a false complex all the way around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With women, with men, with relationships, with businesses,
100%.
everything.
Because sorry to cut you. Go on.
I wanted to say something just quickly. Even
give me 1 sec, G20. Yeah, let me go through the comments quickly. Yeah,
okay,
and then we can carry on. So we got more people in the chat. Big up Ben. He's talking about high five and Facebook. That was like, listen, my days, man. Big up John as always. Gifted Chick is talking about MySpace, Black Planet, and even what Gifted Chick said here. Listen, ASL, you lot don't know. Listen, if you know, you know.
Age, sex, and location.
Yeah, age, sex, and location. Listen, we used to be on a thing called Black Chat. Yeah, blackchat.com. Listen, it was lit. I can't lie, it was just lit. And funny enough, you judge a female by her font and stuff. So if you see pink fluffy writing, automatically the girl must be nice. You know, it's funny, it's weird. And then back then I used to have names like Dark Chocolate, this and all of this, you know. I
feel you. My shit was like Puerto Rican princess for like 10 years. I feel you.
Listen, I'm telling you, man. So ASL, big up the ASL.
Myself as well. I used to call myself, like, on BBM days, I used to put myself a type of Iranian soldier.
Trust me, listen.
When I was younger, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Trust me, man.
Picks up holding rifles and all that.
Yeah. So that's what it was. You wanted to impress. Yeah, man. But even Black Chat, there was no picture. It's just text. And then we had something called what's it called? But you can play games with each other. Like you can play pool, like online pool and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, like 8-ball.
It's called Jaipai. I don't know if you guys know about it. GP or Jaipai. JIPPI.com. So you have a chat room, but then you play like online games at the same time. So yeah, the ASL days was crazy anyway. But yeah, big up Gifted Chick for that. Big up John. Big up Black Ghost with the W. Come on, Bruce. Big up Bruce. Hey Lewis. Hey, big up Lewis. Big up, man. New subscribers still big up from Twitch. Big up, man. Yeah, stupidness. Yeah, we're gonna get into all of this. How social media is just breeding all of this stupidness and negativity. Influence behind every image. Yep. Big up Magpies in the building. He's probably laughing at what you spoke about when you spoke about the person blowing up mother's house. But yeah, cool. G20, let's go, man.
Like, even the stuff I see, even like I'll give football Twitter as a prime example because I'm literally on Twitter for that sole reason and that sole reason only. And the Twitter spaces are the most fucked thing. No matter what someone is talking about, you get someone that will come up with the most biggest amount of bullshit, and then people will sit there and believe the fucking lies. I don't get it. I was 100%. I remember I saw a video of a Twitter space of Everton fans. And they were slagging off the manager, the players, and everything, saying, "Oh, we don't like our striker because he wears knickers and bras. He was a model, He was a homosexual." Like guys were going off on him, like it's weird like that. And it was just like, it's just like in any context, especially in sports, and if you're a big sports fan, and if a player is not playing well, the abuse that you're gonna get is unbelievable, and that's how it will lead into like racism and stuff like that. And it's like that because literally when Saka missed the penalty in the Euros, monkey emojis, monkey videos. There was a video of somebody made Saka into a gorilla or something like that. Like little stuff like that, and you can see the detriment of social media within that. It's because there are some nasty cunts on the fucking socials and that.
Yeah. Did you? Sorry, go ahead.
So, yeah, that's all I want to say.
No, that's what also adds G20. That's what adds on to people say, "Oh, England fans are racist." A lot of these people aren't even England fans in it. They're just like people, but opportunists.
Opportunists, exactly what it is.
Just to go viral.
Look at what they did with the submarine stuff. You know what I mean? Like, yo, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not, it's not fun, but it's so crazy to see how social media just took that and like. They ran with it, like
no, it was crazy. Listen, there was some certain there were certain videos and like memes. I don't even know like
what of sub blowing up,
the sub, the Logitech controller, everything like that.
Everything. There were gamers like playing like yo, bro.
There was a submarine simulator and stuff like that. He said that comment. He said that. You said that. I read
what?
Look at the private chat.
Yeah, the private chat.
Yeah, go on.
Who is that?
Oh my days.
I get off.
It's one of the man them just trolling. Just ignore him.
I know racism. I know.
And to be honest, he's a Liverpool fan.
Which one? What's he saying? What the one where big up?
Look. They're live. Look at them. He's live. Look, he's live on YouTube. He doesn't even realize. Look. He's gone.
Let me look at this private chat.
Hello?
There's a monkey though.
Yeah, Jamila, go on.
Yeah.
Can I say something? Even the other day, one of the influencers, she was on there and she's been just dragged left, right, and center because of her butch body and everything else. Yeah. The other day she was on there talking about she had foursomes, and you see everyone commenting, people like, she's telling her truth, and I was thinking, bare little girls watch you. So now, is everyone gonna feel like it's okay to say you because you're telling your truth that it's okay because you are an influencer now?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So now you're influencing because I didn't even. I'm so nosy. Sorry, I'm the nosiest mum ever. Someone shared it to my, and I see pop. Like, what's this? Miss R Fabulous. Let me go look at this. I said, what? Do you not know what threesomes are? Do you get it? And I wowed out. But the way the little girl shared it, it's like she shared it like, look, guys, look at Miss All Fabulous. She didn't even
Yeah.
know what she was sharing.
Yep.
And I was thinking, so Miss All Fabulous went on live and I commented like, bro, little girls, as much as you're not, for me, that's your grind, but I don't make anything to talk about. People are looking up to you. So when you're on the internet talk about threesomes and how much man and doing your body, these little girls are thinking that they have to do the same thing because this is what social media is portraying.
Yep.
Influencers,
And just,
they
I'm gonna
don't
carry
talk
on from
about-
what you're saying, Jamila, as well.
Yeah. Influencers, they don't talk about the struggles when you're in your room taking, like the other day we were trying to take content. We had to use one side of the room that was decorated just to get the scenario or the bit that we want or the seating and the area because this is what social media are looking at. Do you know what I mean? I see people talking about, why does my mum's house look like the village? Like, what are you doing?
That's
How are you
true.
walking this
It's
house so
true.
much?
It's true.
How do you see the pot on top of his wardrobe? How do you see that?
And that's the
How do
thing
you know
that we
I
need
can
to
go back
we
around
need
on
to
the floor?
we need to highlight that, Jamila. Once you're an influencer, even us right now, do you know how much people we can influence by just our opinion and just what we say? And that's what another thing that they don't teach people. Once you're an influencer, you actually have a responsibility. You have a kind of unwritten due diligence to know that you're influencing people. That's why you're. It's like you call yourself an influencer, but you don't realize that you are an influence to people. So you actually need to look at the term influencer and realize that that's what you are. So a lot of these people like the term, but don't take the responsibility of being an
Absolutely.
influencer. You know?
100%.
It's like me coming on here
Influencers
saying,
Can I
guys,
just add something?
sorry, it's like me coming on here saying, guys, F men will just take their money because this is what girls in the music industry are telling these little girls. These are take his money, F him, we don't need him. Bro, this is what social media is actually portraying. Like, we don't need men because all we need to do is use them because they use us. Do you know how people will take that? Little girls now are thinking that Ice Spice is someone to look up to.
Yep.
I just want to hit this nigga from what are you talking about? Like every time my daughter sings, I actually feel like I want to like wild out, but I'm just like, she don't even know what she's singing.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Can I just add something now?
Yeah, go on, Ari.
Yeah, going back to where you said, Alicia, more negative gets spread than positivity. It's like going back, I mean, when people are tweeting, they say about having a bad day. I mean, one of my guys just said, there's no point for doing that because a lot of these people, when you say about you're going through a mental struggle, a lot of these people on social media, they don't care. It's like you go into a pub now, you're not going to go tell people, oh, yeah, I'm suffering like this. And let's be honest, they're not going to care. So, yeah, that's just one thing I wanted to add as well. Like when it comes to mental health, people say, oh, and they say, DM me if you're down. There's a lot of it. I mean, I don't want to talk about them times, but, going back to 3 years ago, obviously, we know what was going on then. I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to bring up the negative connotations it brought. But obviously, during them hard times when people were saying, oh, here for you if you need me, just on social media. So, like, you don't even know this person and they want you to pour your heart out to them. Like, when you wouldn't do that in a pub, if you was in a pub, you're not going to go up to a random person in a pub and just pour your heart out to them about your
Some people
struggles.
are genuine, though. Some people are actually genuine. Some
Yeah,
people
Yeah,
are
that's,
actually
I was
genuine.
going to touch on that. I was going to touch on that. Yeah.
Yeah, but everything
There's a
for
fine
social
line.
Why I
media.
say that? The reason, sorry, can I say something quickly?
Yeah.
The reason why I say that, I saw the girl the other day and she was crying, talking about like going through struggles with motherhood and how hard it is, yeah. And I literally said to her, I can relate. She started messaging me, but it was nothing to do with, I don't want to know your business, but I can actually relate to what you're going through. There's actually people that actually genuinely
No,
care.
100%. 100%. But like I said, the majority of them there are a lot of them that, obviously you don't know these people. And obviously, yeah, I mean, I made connections with people like through them times. There were genuine people like on LinkedIn. I saw people, I made genuine connections with people who are still helping me to this day in my life now. But I was just touching on that. I mean, like I said, I'm not saying every single person is like that, but yeah.
No, but I get where you're
Go on,
coming
Alicia.
from. I get where you're coming from because I am that person, right? So through my own struggle, through my own depression, through my own anxiety, right? I turned all of that around. I give my praise to the Most High because I feel like nobody drugged me out of that pit but my faith. Okay, literally. All right. And so when I see people on social media and posting and stuff like that, it makes me want to reach out, right? But I also do know
Exactly.
that through my own struggle, that when I was struggling the most, I was at my most silent as well. So sometimes people who are struggling need us as people to just put out those grand risings. I hope you have a beautiful day, or hey, if something's going wrong, and just the post that they come across and they scroll and they see and they could read and they could feel better. The issue with social media is that people like the way it looks. So they're like, wow, yo, like that girl's
They don't
really
ever post
love
that
for the
bad
way
times.
she's there for people. Like people really open up, people really respect that mindset, and wow, that person's really helping people, right? So they go ahead and they decide that they're going to put themselves in the same space, right? But it's not like what you said, it's not genuine. They're doing it because they see how good it looks, right? To be that person. But the issue is that you can't be anybody else's rock if you're not your own rock. And you can't fake energy. You can't fake struggle. You can't fake things that you've been through. So you can post as many times as you want, or about, yo, you could reach out to me, you could whatever. But a lot of those people, even done some, a lot of people only want to be in your business. People are making you feel safe. They'll make you feel vulnerable. They'll give you that open door, and then they'll literally go laugh at you, or they'll bring it up in conversation with somebody else and be like, yo, guess what I heard today? Like the craziest shit, da, 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 da. Like people really aren't out here trying to genuinely uplift each other, because if that was the case, then more friends and more people would be supporting their positive posts, people's accomplishments.
In a sense, I agree with you, but I've from platforms or certain things, I've met some genuinely like-minded people, yeah, and they are actually on the same level. So I feel like when you meet or surround yourself with people like that, you're gonna meet them. Like,
yeah, but social media is hard. That's just a post. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's not like you're in these posts. You're just going on Twitter and you're saying, I want to kill myself today. You get what I'm saying? And then you got 50 people in your inbox asking you why you feel that way or whatever. And then you get the help. People are reaching out to you. People are talking to you. And then 2 weeks later, you're posting the same post again. Some people don't want to heal. Some people do it for attention.
Exactly. I see it all the time. There's this guy, I'm not going to name him, but I see him all the time saying how shit his life is, obviously, and just saying the same thing over and over again. You just gotta leave it. I mean, I don't comment on his stuff. I mean, he's obviously a good friend of mine, but I don't obviously reply when he puts things up like that, because at the end of the day, he knows where I am. I've told him many times, you know where I am if you need it. I mean, this is what I did as well. One day I remember I was feeling so down. I put a post up saying how shit I was feeling. I went out on a run and I came back, obviously, and I just, why have I put this up there? All these people have seen it. Not one person have reached out to me. So these people, they don't care. So just listen. If you need help to yourself, Aria, to go speak to your mates directly. Don't put it on social media how you're feeling. You know what I'm saying? Because 90% of them people, they don't give a shit.
I don't agree with that. You know why? Sometimes it's so hard to reach out to people directly that people do it in subliminal or other ways. My brethren, he always used to put up things, today he's dead. Because he used to put out things constantly, and we used to be like, no, he's just doing the most now because he knows he can speak to you. Some people, they don't want to speak to you. They don't want to feel weak. They don't want to feel like they don't want to feel vulnerable. But they rather just put up a post to make it. So how much times I've felt down, and I put up a meme, and the meme will be related to how I feel, but it looks like a meme in everyone's head. But to me, it's a subliminal message.
Yeah. There's a fine line. There's a fine line.
Because when you're really struggling and you're really depressed, like you absolutely go to social media. I will agree with that, because I was that person. The one thing I had to really teach myself, and the one thing that it was self-control. Self-control, and I will say it over and over, was my biggest lesson this year, okay? Because my emotions, as soon as something would get me upset, I was the first person on the internet. I read something, I was the first person to react. You could trigger me so easily. People come into my stream, say the smallest thing, put me on social media, take pictures of me, do all of that stuff. And it was triggering. You get what I'm saying? Like, so just having that self-control, like when you're really going through stuff, it comes to a point where when you do feel alone and you are doing those subliminal posts and you are putting all of that stuff, it comes to a point where you wake up and you're like, I don't know. Like for me, it was just like an epiphany almost. Like I woke up one day and I was like, the same. I'm crying online to the same people who are causing my pain.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
What is that point? You know?
Shit, so for me, yeah, in like a lot of things that I did, obviously before I didn't speak, I did therapy, yeah, and I came on here and I spoke about a lot of things that I did during my therapy on my social media, innit?
Mhm.
Like just in general. And just people message me like, Jam, why are you not doing? I needed to hear that. I needed this, or do you understand? Like the other day, I did a thing. How can I pour into you lot if my cup's empty?
Right.
Meaning, how can I go onto social media and say to you guys, bro, I broke down. I literally didn't give a fuck. I broke down and said, guys, you always see the strong me. You never see me at my weak. But I'm telling you, the same way, I don't want no one to suffer in silence like I was suffering in silence. And I speak about it a lot because I have so much of my friends that suffered in silence. Do you get it?
Mhm.
So if I'm on talking about, like the other day I did a talk and I said, guys, bro, there's times at my lowest, I've been at my lowest and I look the happiest. But behind my smile, everyone will be like, Jamila, I spoke to you, you spoke to me, you even gave me advice. Bro, I gave the advice because I didn't know how to tell you that I was falling. Do you understand? So now I go on social media and I say, guys, I'm not gonna lie, today's been the roughest day, motherhood might, and I talk about my truth. I don't lie. And I feel like for me, building the platform that I'm building, like Talk to Jamila,
Right.
it's helping others be able to come to me and speak to me and say, right, I'm going through the same thing.
Yeah. No,
I feel like that's
100%.
different too,
100%.
though. Like,
Hey,
when
listen,
we
mods in the chat, get rid of this Rashford is a monkey guy. Listen,
Oh
we
my
don't
god!
want
Like, who put that?
we don't
Who
need
put
no
that in there?
stupidness in the chat.
Who put that in there? That fucking in the chat there.
Let me
I don't know.
see.
Someone just trolling, innit? Whoever's
Yeah,
a
I know. I
mod,
saw that about
just remove
Saka.
him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
my chat disappeared.
All right. Yeah. Big up. Listen, do that again, and we're gonna block you, mate. Listen.
And this is what I'm saying. So one thing I wanted to add here, social media, you have to be a very strong person to go on social media and tell your truth, go on social media. You have to be strong. So many times I've gone on social media, I've seen comments, and I'm like, F this, I don't want to do this. But I say, F this, what people think, I'm going back out there. I'm not doing it for what people, I'm doing it for to tell my truth. I don't care who wants to sit there. Because in this world, we live in a cold world. People are going to
Yeah, facts.
But I feel
Bro,
like
you could do things bad, people will talk.
I feel like you
So
speaking
now
your truth though is good.
coming on there.
It's
and
good
telling me
for the
something.
platform you're building.
Yeah, and this is the thing, like the whole detriment of social media and guys trying to feel like they're Superman on the internet. That's how I put it. Like guys love doing the Twitter talk. Like guys love to, like back in the day, like guys would love to talk on Twitter, Periscope, think you're a big man.
Periscope, I remember that.
Listen, Rhino, you know certain days, yeah, when guys used to talk mad on Periscope, and then you see the mad thing, because it's like, bro, I remember I'll be on like YouTube, guys from South are talking mad on Periscope, and then boom, someone's gone main bricky and gone to someone's front door. It's like stuff like that. It's the repercussion of certain things. You talk online, you chat shit, you're getting fucking banged. That's simple.
Right.
And it's
the person that's saying back in the day, 20. How old is 20? Because he's saying back in the day like he's like 40. How old is he?
I'm 20. I'm 21, but I remember a lot of stuff.
Okay.
No, but
You know
I hear him though. Like he's
tapped
right.
in. He's tapped in still.
When we were growing up, even having like AIM and little apps and stuff like that, like we were the same way. Like if we were arguing online, like in a group chat, it was really, yo, come outside. It was really, yo, where do you live? Like, what block are you on? You heard, like,
your mom's address, like, I'm out there.
It's
Send your mom's address. I'm coming.
It's like that. And obviously, I grew up in. I really came from shit. I've lived in East London my whole life, and you know how scatty certain areas are. Like
Stratford, especially.
I grew up. Listen, I live in Stratford. I grew up in Waltham Forest as well. That was seeing guys on MySpace and that Waltham story. I've seen it. I've lived it. It's mad.
Do you know what I want to move on to? Yeah, after G20 is finished anyway. Have you finished G20? Sorry, did I cut you off?
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to move on to. It's basically what we're talking about now. Like What I don't like is the whole "why you running? Why you running?" That annoys me. I swear to you.
no.
Let's talk about that. Obviously,
So
I'm not
you know
gonna.
you could do all the time, don't lie.
Nah. Jamaica, come on, you know better than that. Listen, me, yeah, my age group was different. I think we were probably maybe the generation after us as well, to a degree. But our generation, my age group was the last age group that kind of believed in that realness. Like, for example, being a drill rapper, like, obviously you had 1-2 people in the circle that weren't like that, but they could still rap drill. But generally, there had to be some sort of authenticness between you being a drill rapper and you actually being on the roads as well. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like social media has created a false sense of confidence. It's brought out all of these catfishes, and to a degree, don't get it twisted. Like, it's good because people can be artists and be creative. And now you don't have to have that pressure of, are you really like that? People just like the music.
Right.
But at the same time, I feel like there's a fine line. Between. I wouldn't say there's a fine line. What I'm trying to say is that sometimes it goes overboard. Like, people take the mick with it. Like you guys were saying, people doing things just for likes, people doing things just for clicks, people doing things because it's going to go viral, and it could be negative. It's kind of made social media. There's no way to police social media.
No.
I know Instagram and stuff are starting to make people sign little agreements and whatever. And I think they're doing like an age filter thing now, where if you're a certain age, I think certain other profiles won't come up. But people always find workarounds. And the thing about social media is so good, but it's so bad because it's now enhanced the people that want to do negative things.
Yes.
Like, all of it's giving them opportunities. So that's why it's on us now to train our age group and the future generations. We need to start giving out this information of how to be on social media and how to carry yourself. I think that's what we need to do as influencers. We need to be responsible to tell people, look, social media is a good outlet. Do your thing, shine. But at the same time, know your limits. Same way we teach our kids or whatever certain things, we need to be teaching the masses this. You've got little wallads and little donuts in the chat making stupid YouTube account. That guy's just made an account and just to troll. He's a twat. He's a twat. Or she, it could be a she. He or she's a twat. You know what I'm saying?
We're not even going to respond to things like that. We're not even going to respond. We're not even going to give him the time of day because he wants us to respond.
No, that's fact. That's what Gifted said is true.
To the comment.
Like, he's just hungry. He's hungry.
Another thing, Rhino, to add to that, one of the people that choked Marcus Rashford off that penalty miss was apparently a maths teacher with an open profile.
Is it?
Yeah, that's what he said. He said one of them was it's nice to know one of them was a maths teacher with like a mountain of monkey emojis.
And people,
I'm not even gonna lie. For me, when I first heard,
I'll bring up Makona in the chat, but I think she's got a noisy background, so I'll put her on mute for a sec till she sorts it out.
Yeah.
But
I agree with what Gifted said in the comments, though.
Let me go through the comments actually, people. Give me a sec. Sorry. The chat's flying today, man. Listen, this conversation is a good topic, man. I appreciate you guys. Where was I from? Okay, I read that one. So from Glory. Glory, Man United. We love it. We love to see it. Definitely can't pour into no one's cup when yours is empty. Anyways, Man United is going to win the Prem. Listen, I hope so. I hope so.
I hope for the Prem, man.
Discipline is an extremely difficult lesson to learn. I 1000% hear you. Big up, Bruce. Walkie in the chat, big up. Yep, there's a lot of cappers in the drill industry, 100%, man.
100%. Most cappers,
boy even talk about drilling.
Pretend. Is that when they pretend to be drill stars?
Yep. We grew in the infancy of the internet, so we understand the danger. Okay, that's good, man. That's good. These kids think they're invincible. Yeah. Even wouldn't even go on that, man. I W Man United. Sorry, any W's for Man United, they get priority.
Yeah, because
everyone has to stop. The conversation stops, and then we appreciate the chat. Listen, W Man United, W's. I'm trying to throw a W, but yeah, you know what I mean. But anyways, going back to the serious talk. Yeah, I want to even touch on this as well. Listen, that false sense. That that comment made by FNR Beats, we're not going to entertain it, people. Them man, they support Arsenal and that. But anyway, listen.
Come on.
These the false sense of confidence is very true. It's good and bad because some people might not. This is what I hate, yeah, because I play role playing and me and Firms talk about this all the time. I play GTA RP, same as Alyssa. What I don't like is the people that create a new persona on these platforms and think that that's the be all end all and that's their life. Listen, my peoples, we've got IRL stuff. We're lit IRL, you know. Don't go on this game and think you're lit, like, and then now in RP and that you're the big shot. You've spent your money and you look like the big shot, but when you turn off your computer and put down your headset, you're a bum. That's facts. And if you don't like
people
it,
spending money on equipment, are you talking about right now? Like these?
No. So so you know how you got games that you can spend in game. You spend money to get little perks in the game.
Okay, yeah.
So obviously. You've got a game called GTA Roleplay, and obviously you can buy like businesses and you can put your own money into it and it's good. Don't get it twisted. RP is sick. I love it. Like it's a new thing that a new
GTA Roleplay. What platform console is it on?
It's on PC. It's on PC.
Type
it on YouTube and you see.
I don't.
Yeah. So basically, you create your character, and then you go into a world. It's like The Sims. But it's a world full of loads of people. So it's very good with networking and being fun as well. But I feel like people lose themselves. And that's what social media does as well. Absolutely. Imagine you are somebody that's just a nobody and then you put up something viral. That's going to give you a false sense of confidence and power. Absolutely. And you know, clout's a currency right now. 100%. Clout is actually a currency. I can be a nobody. I can be I can walk in the street, have 100k followers and probably get into a club for free just because I got 100k followers.
Absolutely.
I can probably convince a millionaire to invest some money into me because I've got 100,000 followers, which is kind of good and it's bad. You know, if we can utilize social media to make money and create other opportunities for people, let's do it. Anytime this platform gets big, I'm going to bring loads of people on. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to create a platform for people like Ari, people like Alyssa that are doing their things too. You know, minus the fact that Ari supports Arsenal, it's fine.
Come on.
So,
come on, man.
At the end of the day, like, we want to strive and make better. We want to create bosses. Absolutely. My whole motto in life is to create bosses. Yeah. Big up CK in the building. But yeah, social media's got people really lost, man. Yeah, social media's got people lost.
It's not even that, I look as well. It's not even just social media because
what's up?
I feel like it's gonna sound so disgusting. Yeah, I went to an event the other day for Pretty Little Thing.
Oh God, what a brand!
And I was
let me give you guys an FYI for Jamila. Listen, Jamila sees all, hears all. She's probably seen every situation in life. So listen, go ahead.
I went to an event for Pretty Little Thing. Like my eyes were open. It was a nice event. Yeah. And one girl said something so true. She was like, "It's so funny how we all look the same in this event." And I was thinking, because all of us, we've done our makeup, we've done our hair. Now we obviously have this image to portray because we're at a Pretty Little event. So we can't look like anyhow now because remember, people are watching us. We're trying to be influencers. So we got to create this narrative like, we got to fake it till you make it. That's what you got to do in this world. It's so sad.
Yep.
So she was like, "Nah, bro, we all look the same." And I actually didn't understand what she said. When we got the pictures, I was like, "Nah, we actually all have the same highlight, the same eyebrows, the same eyelashes. Everything was the same because we were all trying to create that look."
Yep.
But that's and that. This is how they want us to look.
Yeah. And that's another thing. Social media can influence a certain way. That's why I feel like I believe in my thing so much that I don't know. I've always, if you know me, you know innit. Like I can be so social, but I can be so antisocial at the same time. But I'm stuck in my vision. Like, if I'm doing something and no one's rocking with it, I don't care. I'll
Right.
keep doing it. You know,
Yeah, 100%.
like I was saying to Alyssa,
Yeah, go on.
yeah, you have to keep going in it.
Choose
Alyssa,
your authentic self. Why you're doing
Yes.
it? You're doing it for you. You're not doing it for
Remember,
everyone
There you
else.
go.
No one's
I mean,
gonna support your
even me. Sorry,
vision.
Jamila. Sorry, I'd say, yeah, like it's like with my likes and all that. When I upload content and that, I used to get so down with it. It would get like limited views and all that, and want to get like say 10 or 20 likes. But then I remembered I'm doing this for me. I'm building a portfolio for myself. I'm not doing it for everyone else.
And also, those likes you get are for you. So you rather 10, 20 real likes than 100 fake likes. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that's the thing that I want to go to. Like, I remember when we used to do this podcast and there was like 0 people, you know? And now, like, there's at least a good couple, 5 to 10 more time. Think about it. So listen, you can jump on the ship and enjoy the ride, or you can watch the ship sail away. Bon voyage, you feel me? Simple.
Bon voyage,
So
you said that.
we're gonna, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna move regardless. You feel me? By the time you realize that the ship's full, you could have jumped on, but you feel me? Like, but anyway, yeah, go on, CK. We haven't heard from you. We haven't heard CK for a minute. CK was here from day one, but their man are too busy for us now. But go on.
No, you know it is, yeah. Fam, Randall's right as well, fam. Like, bro, at the start, bro, it's like we're there. It's like we're practically begging people to get involved, and it's like, bro, we got tired of all of that. Yeah, we said it's either you're involved or not. Then people got up, they made the realization in the head, yeah, said, alright, cool, say nothing. I want to be a part of it. Someone's gonna be a part of it, you get. Obviously, we hear if you got work and whatnot. That's fine and that, but obviously, you get it's the real ones that come out and just actually give the real support. Like Randall said, bro, real love is better than the fake love, bro. You get it? Like,
Yeah.
it's true, fam.
It's true, man. I'm telling you, listen. And social media is so toxic that sometimes you feel like you have to be a certain way. Just be yourself. Because if you're fake, and then they like you for your fakeness, when they see you in real life, they're not gonna. It's just
People
all
don't
false.
like anything real though. People preach that they want real until real is presented to them.
Yeah.
And people don't want real when you call them out on their bullshit, because I deal with that every day. I am a community leader. I am constantly creating opportunities for people to be in a better situation. And you know what people do? They go ahead and they make every excuse in the book, and then the next wave that looks like it's going to take off, that they think that they could do a little bit less work for, it's popping on social media, it looks good, so they want to be involved in that opportunity now, right? I'm not that person. Like, I'm not that person. Like, I've always stood 10 toes on what it is that I've believed in. You understand what I'm saying? And I've always had the vision. And I'm just
preach.
I've, for real. I've always had a vision. I've had plenty of groups of people, plenty of groups of different, you know, whatever. And the truth is, you can be surrounded by anyone, right? And they still have a false support, right? They still are envious of whatever your idea is, or they to go behind your back and they go, that girl is stupid, she don't know what she's gonna do, right? And then all of a sudden they see you, you're quiet, you pop out, and you got a little bit of motion. Now it's like, oh shit, well maybe I shouldn't have.
That's that one.
Because if you don't post it on social media, people think that you don't have motion, but everybody knows that people with the biggest motion move in silence.
Yes.
So keep riding waves of people who are flexing for a fucking light.
And it's like,
hey,
and
that's
but
what I'm about to say. That's leading me
like,
to my next point as well.
Now wait, you guys.
Yeah.
Let me give Alyssa the floor for that one.
Yo, I'm angry. Nah, for real, yo, I don't even know. Bring everybody.
Hey, she didn't like the attention. She didn't it.
I'm not.
Bring us back, man.
Hey, she couldn't handle the spotlight.
Bring everybody back.
Hey, no, well, I can't even lie, yeah. Listen, you brought me to my next point still. Cause you know what? I don't know right now. I don't know.
Yeah, go on, CK. Then I want to hear what Jamila's got to say. Yeah.
I don't know if anyone's noticed yet, but I haven't been active on Snap for the last 2-3 weeks. I haven't been active on any social media yet. You know why? Social media is too controversial.
Very controversial.
Social media is too controversial. I can't lie. It's a thing where I've just been going through Snap recently, yeah, and it's like it's just one problem after the next. And you know what's wicked? It's like these aren't even accurate information. These are the shit just to get people's views up. These are the people going out there making shit. Like they literally just chatting shit out their arse just to get a
Yes.
bit of likes on the internet.
Bollocks.
Like even what's that bitch name? That guy that used to run
And
around
shit
America,
smells
you
good
get
on
playing
social
pranks and
media.
that, bro. Like, mom,
You're
like
chatting
Mama's mom went to
bollocks.
go expose him and that. Mama's Margie exposed him, said you don't live that life, but why is he meet that? What the fuck,
Is
bro? Like,
it?
fam,
Mommy
nigga,
Who's this? Who's
for
this?
clout,
CK.
bro.
Who's this? Who's this?
That boot gang nigga. What's his name? I forgot his name. Bro, that boot gang is boot gang. Bro, if you type it in YouTube, bro, or mums, fam, my man goes
I
around
was
doing
saying
some
his
dumb
mum
shit.
came in and said he don't live like guys, bro.
Yeah,
She said that to the
Damn.
that one there. Bro, I'm telling you, bro,
You know what
niggas
it
do shit for the net and it's just embarrassing for mums.
But you know what? You need to remember this, yeah? It's like me, I'm not gonna lie to you. When I stopped coming to our store, yeah, and I moved out of the area, I was like, bro, forget this. I'm not from Towsil. Bro, you can always, yeah, take people, like, look how much man them you say, bro, can you come back and work with the youth, or can you come back? No, man don't live that life no more. Man's grown. Man's not about the hood. But this is where you came from. So this is
Any
where
man
you
you get
started
someone
from.
said, yeah, they can't go back to the hood to help you, they're fucking dickheads. Hey, I don't care
No,
who's
but do
listening.
you know how much
Mums.
man? Sorry, do you know how much man will say, bro? Nah, it's gonna bring back. Bare boys do it. Like some boys feel like just because they've come out, they've made it. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And also, and it's not even just like that. You need to remember, yeah. In this world, sometimes you have to live a facade.
Yeah.
And the reason why I say that,
Yeah.
you have to be like, I can't just come on here and say, guys, be that whole, well, fuck this, I'm from ends, I'll show you what time it is. People don't want to see that. I gotta show you that soft side, I gotta show you that the other side to me. Do you understand? It's like when you go to work, yeah, you have to act like how you have to act in a work environment. You can't be yourself.
100%.
That's true, fam.
You can't always be
Right.
yourself. You know how much
Yeah,
times
man.
I've been in a place, yeah, I've been in an environment and I want to be like, oh, this one was just a dickhead. But I gotta remember, bro,
Oh
I'm
my
trying to get
God,
the funding
Ryan.
from her. I'm
No,
trying to get the
I want to
funding
bang off
from
a boss's
her.
face. What do you
And
mean?
I'm trying to, I've got to kiss ass to get where I want to be in life. And that's how it is sometimes.
Yeah.
Bruv, I want to
Yeah.
bang off my
I know.
boss's face. I can't
Let me
lie.
give you
That's
an
what every
example.
kid's feeling like
Get
Big
it.
Meech. Hey, yo.
You get it? I want to
Let
bang
me
off
give
my
you an
boss's face, but I
example,
can't
yeah.
do it. Like, it's not
One
nice.
time, yeah, we were in number 13, yeah, and they were talking, and Rhino came to the TRA meeting, yeah. I never forgot this day. And I was thinking, hold on, why is Rhino talking like this? Why don't he just say, give us number 13, you little dickhead, we had it. No. He was
What's
like,
this? What
the
happened?
work
Why
is
happened this
you.
all the time?
So
Rhino,
basically, what happened was when I used to live in Tulsa, I was part of the community. I was like a community leader, but for the youth.
South
So
London.
I did youth work, and then also there was a tenants and residents association, but it was full of like the elders and a few like, so let's say when I was 20, there was a few probably late 20-year-olds there, but there was a lot of like late 30s and 40-year-olds there as well. It was kind of an old community. So I joined the association to kind of bridge the gap with the olders and the youngers, in it, because I know there's a misconception between what we think the elders think and then what the elders think about the kids. So the elders will, the elders will think, okay, these kids are trouble. All they do is smoke weed. There's no talent here. They're just trouble. And then the younger generation and us will think these older people don't understand us, man. They don't want us to thrive and whatnot. So I wanted to kind of be that kind of bridge. So what Jamila is saying is that sometimes you have to adapt to your environment and show.
100%.
She's hearing me talk. She's hearing me speak proper English. She's hearing me come up with some mad like
Guys,
lingo, and she's thinking,
you know,
what?
like, I was thinking in my head, like, is this way a mug? You're supposed to be coming to tell them, F you guys, give us about number 13, we want the studio, fuck you guys, we made you. Like, if it wasn't for us being bad in that, you know what, I had no trips, you know what, I had nothing, you know what, I have no need to help.
Oh, God.
Rhino's coming in like, hey guys, and I'm like, what?
People do that.
And when
Well, we got there in the end, though. We got there in the end.
Explain it to us. We actually understood what you said. Like, you have to know how to talk to people. You have to know, like, we were put in situations where we've gone to hotels, yeah. Remember, we've never come out of Telstar Estate before, you know. So we've gone to hotels with posh white women and posh conservative people. And we're like, where do we start? Like, where do we start? And I'm thinking, no, I actually want to tell this woman, stuck your mum. But I can't because, bro, I need to get the money. I need to, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
obviously, I don't know any better because this is my environment. I'm telling you, bro, and I'm telling you, suck your mum and we're laughing about it. Do you get it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Not knowing like, raw, boom, this is reality. You can't be telling people to suck their mum out here. But
Yeah.
this is what we thought growing up. Like, this is what we thought was real. Like,
Yeah, all of that shit there is dead. That's dead.
no.
I'll say one thing though. I'm gonna jump off in a bit though, but I'll say one social media
Big up,
account
big up.
that's always that I always get positive influence from is Stephen Bartlett. Obviously, you know, Diary of a CEO. I don't know what you don't think of it, but I always look at him as for like
I think I've seen that somewhere still. Yeah.
Stephen Bartlett, he's at Dragon's Den. He's got Dragon's Den, and he's won the. Yeah, he's got the podcast Diary of a CEO, where he's got a lot of guests coming on, ranging from football to politicians, ex-footballers to politicians to, yeah, you name it, to people in the medical world. Yeah.
Yeah.
So worth giving him a follow on social media. I think it's just at Stephen with a V.
Okay.
So, yeah,
big
Stephen
up,
Bartlett.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna love all of you and leave you. It's my bedtime now because I gotta get up for work in the morning. But thank you.
Hey, listen, now, big up Ari, man.
man.
Big up. Hey, listen, you guys follow Ari. Listen, give them your social media and everything, bro. Drop
your
that,
boy Ari. If you could, obviously, I'm active in the Snapchat groups. If you could give me a follow, it would mean a lot. Obviously, I'm trying to produce content out here. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
And you as well, Alicia and Jamila and G20
yeah,
and
definitely. I would
CT.
Of course,
definitely.
of course.
Throw it in the
Cool.
We'll see.
Yeah, Rhino, are we doing this next week?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, every Sunday, man. Let me
Okay,
even give you the topic before you go. The next week,
Yeah, go on.
next Sunday, we're going to be talking
I
about.
don't know if I'll be able to jump on the week after next. So I'm going on holiday the day after. I'm traveling the day after, and
big
I
up.
don't know where I'm going in the world is obviously I'm not sure. It's a bit. I'm not going to say where at this moment in time. I'm not telling no one, but it's very like they got a lot of filters on internets and all that. So yeah, they got a lot of filters.
sick.
I've got to use VPNs and all that. So yeah.
Yeah. At least you're
All the
going.
shows
You're
are
going
free.
abroad, though.
All the shows are
Yeah,
pre-listed
man.
though. If you go to
All right,
the YouTube
listen.
channel, they're all
Next
pre-listed.
Sunday, we are
YouTube,
talking about
Alicia, it's still-
UK girls versus US girls. That's what we're talking about next
Oh.
Sunday. It's lit.
Look at say Jamila V, Alicia in this group.
Whatever.
No, but I don't think they're talking about like girls like Alicia. I think they talk about strippers.
We're talking about just girls in general. I'm gonna have some special guests.
Rhino said it.
I'm gonna have some
Rhino said
special
it, yeah.
guests. We're gonna have some special guests. Don't worry, it's gonna be lit, man.
Cool.
We're gonna
But yeah, like I said,
we're gonna
I'll-
talk this out, man. We're gonna see the difference in culture and everything. We're gonna talk about everything still.
Like I said,
Maybe
I'm
lit.
traveling.
Bring OG Nikki on.
I haven't
'cause
spoken
when-
to her for a while, you know. I'll see if I still got her number, but I ain't spoken
Yeah.
to her for probably like a year or so.
Because
Still.
she's done a whole 360. Like
Yeah.
from
Oh yeah.
being on the road and to now be a mummy and settling, we need to talk about that. Like she's done a
Yeah.
whole 360. I have to rate things like that.
And that's what I'm
No,
saying.
but I
The
know,
power of
true.
social media. I'm gonna give you another example. Yeah.
'cause-
Sorry, Alyssa, yeah. But another example, like my guy World Boss, yeah, big up World Boss, yeah. I don't care what anyone has to say. Listen, World Boss it should be an inspiration to people. Let me tell you something. World Boss is a comedian, yeah. World Boss is a comedian. He's gone viral so many times. He's had loads of viral moments with other YouTubers and whatever. What this guy done is used his attention, his clout, built it into like he built it into like a fan base where he was generating loads of views on social media, TikTok and Snapchat, and then he used his talent of cooking. Brother, he owns 2 shops now. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know how powerful it is to use social media, even if you use it in a negative way? Like Jamila was just talking about OG Nikki. OG Nikki, her first line was, I get hit from the back screaming la la la. Like everyone's like, what? How's a girl coming onto a music video and her first line is, I don't want to say the actual word she said, but she said she gets hit from the back screaming la la la. You feel me? See, and then that went viral. Everyone's like, what? And then she's talking about all the things she's done, having threesomes and all of that. Now she's made a 360. She used that negative attention and made it into something positive. And that's my ethos. When I grew up in Tulse Hill, we was around negativity, but we can make that negativity into positive.
Tulse Hill near Brixton,
Literally.
right? Is
Yeah.
that near Brixton? I know that area. Tulsa,
So you
yeah,
feel
that's
me?
where
Like,
my-
so
yeah.
negative news is not always bad as long as you have a vision for it to make it into something. You feel me? So
This is what I said the other day. How are we from South Hill to be sitting in City Hall doing talks with Sadiq Khan, from people that couldn't even speak to people that are now with like Sadiq Khan, and now with like
As
number
much of a
10
tosser as he
being
is.
able to take the narrative. Yeah.
yeah. So Alyssa, that's Sadiq Khan's like he's a MP.
He's
So I
no,
don't know
he's
what's
the mayor of London. No, he's the mayor of
Mayor-
London.
Mayor
According
of
to
London,
Phil
Mayor
de
of London.
Blasio. Are you from New York, Alicia?
Mhm.
Yeah, he's the equivalent of Bill de Blasio, another tosser out there. But yeah, that's just my views on him. But yeah.
oh damn.
Yeah. So listen,
Damn.
so yeah, where I'm going in the world, obviously, he's not going to have YouTube access and all that, but I have to use all VPNs and all that. But I will touch on that next week. Anyway, I wish you all a great week and thanks for having me on. Great chat.
Big
to you.
up, man. Big up.
Nice one.
What
one,
I
nice
did
one.
want to say about social media, back to social media. What I want to say is also, like, before social media, like in your circles and your environments, because everybody's talked about their environments, right? So before social media was like really like hitting like that, you knew who you had to watch out for, and like it was easier to know who your enemy was and who your friend was, right? And a lot of that was because a lot of these interactions had to be in person. You didn't have social media. Nowadays, everybody hides behind social media, so you don't know who the enemy is. Like, you don't know what people's real intentions are, and social media kind of created that false identity for people to hide and do things.
Even if
to
the
people.
person real.
Right, you get what I'm saying? Even if they're not hiding, like, it just, that's what kind of sucks about it. Like, before, even in school, when we were in school and all of that, like, we always knew, even if we were gonna go fight or whatever, like, we always knew.
We know who we're going for. You get.
We knew, right? Exactly. On social media, you really don't know.
Yeah.
I can't even lie. That's actually a good. And you know what it is, yeah. Cause you know what it's so. It's actually you know, life is actually so funny, yeah. Because I've met so many different people here on social media, yeah. It's like the people you'll meet people on social media, yeah, and you'll meet people in real life, yeah. The people you know in real life, those are people that you actually interact with, whatnot. Social media people you don't know. Tell me now why nowadays, yeah, I go on social media, yeah. If I get posted on Snap or something, I get someone popping up to me with the person's story. Oh, how do you know this person? But like, what do you mean? How do I know this person? Like, that's another thing about social media. It connects too many people, and
Absolutely.
it's a good thing. Like, do you get
Absolutely.
it?
Like, yes, because a lot of the time, and that's the bad part about social media, because like what you're saying, because again, in IRL, right, you know your environment, so you know who you're interacting with, you know who you're not interacting with, you know who you're cutting off, all of that stuff, right? But then you go on social media and you see people interacting with certain people, and now your perspective is a little bit different, because now you're like, well, if I have to watch out for that person, and you're making jokes and you're buddy with that person, but you don't act like you that buddy when you're around me, that's a red flag. Like, instantly. You get what I'm saying? So by association, social media has also made you guilty. There's no way around it. Like, who you interact with, who is around your circle and stuff like that, it's either a turn off or it's attractive. You get what I'm saying? Some people just don't understand that either. Like,
Yeah,
I remember there was a time, yeah, there was something going around on the internet, innit? And it's like, obviously, I must have posted it, yeah. A couple of days later, yeah, I get a knock on the door from Fed. Tell me why Fed are showing up at my house. Like, let's make this make sense. I posted something, yeah. They're telling me, they come to me, talk to me about the post I made on Snap, how I need to come to the station. I'm thinking, what do you mean? Because I made a post on Snap? It's like they're basically trying to say, yeah, if it's been transferred to your phone, you have this kind of involvement or this. And I was thinking to myself, like, how does any of this make sense? This is the fucking internet.
right.
But that's the impact of social media.
You
get it, bro.
Do you know how much times this guy's gone viral from posting some madness?
Yeah.
It's so funny that we talk about this and we've got Mr. Hypocrite here.
Yeah, no, but it's true. The stuff you post on socials, it will go
You
viral.
can't even talk about me.
Yeah, like CK.
I am firm.
Yeah.
CK is a troll on social media. Listen, listen, do you know what it is? He'll walk somewhere, he'll see the mad thing happening. It will be his snap that gets it and it goes viral.
Nah, big facts. Big facts.
No, big fact.
Hey, no,
So
but
just for that, we're gonna put him on timeout because we can't be hypocrites. We can't be hypocrites. Let's put CK on timeout. You know what? We don't promote that nonsense. You feel me?
Even with me, like obviously, when I did YouTube, I have my little drill page where I
Hey,
upload
no,
people's
that
music
killed
and
me.
stuff like that, innit? And obviously,
Yeah.
because I have a couple videos that have done like mad views and that, and then it's just like I'll go in the comments and it's just literally just fuckeries, bro. Like criminal activity. We'll just say that in the most simplest way, and I'm just like, for fuck's sake. And it's like,
Yes.
Social
media.
I have to blame myself for this as well. Like I use Discord a lot, innit? That's the one app I use a lot, and obviously. Guys, obviously, there's a lot of like UK Discord servers and that, and I used to go in there and I used to troll in it. And obviously, I remember, this is a funny story how about one of my brethren's in it. So
Is this CK?
no, this is G20, it's me. So obviously, I found basically he's from Northwest in it, so I ended up just giving him verbal. I was just like yeah, rare tear and then stuff. I was like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna pull up da. So I ended up pulling up to his ends, and then. We were somehow good peoples after that, and we still are. Like I tricked all the it wasn't even in a bad. It wasn't even a bad thing. Like, bro, yeah, I'm gonna come to Stonebridge Park, da. And then I linked him, and we're still good. I'm a good friends now, innit? So
You know, do you know how social media is wild, yeah?
Go on.
One day, me and Makona literally went to some party, yeah? Rhino innocently dancing now, yeah? Well, now we've done the youth event now. We got people's parents saying, "Raw, was you not the girls that were winding up yourself and you lot are trying to teach girls about self-respect when you lot?" And I was thinking, bro, like, who's caught everyone slipping? Like, I'm a normal person. Now, I don't know which little idiot boy has got me snapped now. And you know, like, the mum never said anything to me. I've come into the TRA meeting and I see everyone giving me eyes. So Miss Hazel said, Jamil, I have to talk to you after. So I've gone to talk to Miss Hazel after. Like, I heard you were half naked in a party and you're supposed to be the role model for girls. And I'm thinking in my head, like, oh my God, now. So obviously I've had to apologize. I was like, guys, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm not my own person in it. My organization has nothing to do with the community. But I talk to girls about self-respect. But could you see me winding up myself doesn't mean I'm talking cookie or doing any of these things. It's dancing, it's dancing.
Can I say something quickly, Jimmy? You know you're my best, right? You know you're my best.
Yeah.
You know there's always eyes on you. You walk into any club, anywhere you go, there's always eyes. There's always a camera there. You know that.
No, but you know what it is?
No, but do you know what I wanted to do? You know what's important about what? Do you know what's important about what Jamila said? What's important about what Jamila's gone through is the fact that when you are in the spotlight, sometimes people find a quick reason just to make you look like you're negative. I hate that, man.
Absolutely,
I hate that crap. No context. You know, if they all got context, she'll be fine. There's no context. That's the problem.
The only reason why the only reason why I apologized, yeah, is because obviously I didn't want them to feel like I'm contradicting what I'm saying. Do you understand?
Yeah.
No, not contradicting, justifying. Literally.
I'll say, justify. I say to Miss Hazel, I'm still a person, an individual. I'm still young. I'm gonna go out there and enjoy myself. Do you understand?
Okay, but listen, Jamila, shall I tell you something? You know, if that was me, I'm not apologizing. I'll be honest.
No,
I'm not apologizing. Do you know why though? But it depends on how you're gonna what you're gonna come with it. I'm gonna go there and say, look, first and foremost, I'm not apologizing for me enjoying myself. If you've taken what I was doing out of context, come and speak to me first before making assumptions. Because you're telling me I'm not allowed to go out and party. If you were doing something very, very scatty and they caught you in a mad moment, then I can say, cool, apologize. But if you're just enjoying yourself and doing your thing, bro, you don't need to apologize. Tell them to ask you for the context.
You know what they were saying? And this is when I started, like, basically, I started on my WhatsApp status, everything on my Snap, everything private story, everything, yeah? Image to uphold, innit?
Yeah. To a degree, you have to still look presentable. Yeah.
So when people now, parents, are coming to us saying that we're talking to girls about self-respect, and then you see us in something see-through, or you see something,
Okay,
you're
yeah.
going to be like, hold on.
Yeah.
So if my daughter sees these people doing this, does this mean think it's okay? Because we're still the example. But I wasn't looking at it like that. I was looking at it as raw, boom. I said, good to good. You see the change. You see what I'm trying to do. I'm not looking at it like, well, you're actually watching every move I do.
Okay, yeah, in that context, yeah, that's right. Then you would have to apologize. If you're kind of skin out a bit and you're kind of, you know, in your vibe, in your bag, then yeah, I get it. So,
remember, we're in a yardie party now. We're in a yardie party.
Yep, anywhere you go. Yep.
Well, we're just, I'm not thinking.
That's why I
so
said,
the boy's mum came to me. Oh my God.
Was she a yardie herself? Let me ask you that question. Was she a yardie herself or something?
I think she's tapped out.
Cause you know what? That would actually explain how a mother would actually manage to see something like that. Cause think about it, yeah. The world, like, and this is what I hate saying this. The world is too fucking connected, bro. Like people know, you can just know anybody. Like it's literally.
And that's what I'm saying. It all ties back to social media and the responsibility of an influencer. If you are somebody of influence, you now have to look at the things you do twice. Because I've always kind of been used to being in front and behind the camera, I understand that. So if Jamila's gone through a situation where she was going to a party and she got caught slipping, in a sense where no one's seen her like that, you know, then it's like you're going to think to yourself, damn, I can't go anywhere. And that's the responsibility you have to take as a public speaker or an influencer or whatever. So no matter where you go, listen, there's nowhere you can go and you're safe. Unless you're in your house and or you're within somewhere where you know you're in control of the whole environment. Wherever you go that's public, you're not safe in terms of you're always going to be in a public eye. It takes one auntie, uncle, cousin, friend of a friend. I swear that's that person. Bro,
you
look.
get it.
Yeah. You know, you've gone from being in the town hall looking presentable to going to a Jamaican party, just enjoying yourself. But you know, if you're having too much fun and you're dressed a certain way, you're going to have to take the consequences for that. And that's just how life is. You feel me? I could say something on this podcast that might influence someone to do something crazy. I have to take responsibility for that. But at the same time, there's a borderline. I have to keep it real. You feel me? So how I want to round this up is that everything we spoke about is connected to social media, by the way. Whether it's you're an influencer, you're an aspiring person, public speaker, whatever, or just you're a normal person on the gram trying to take pictures, or you're a gamer, a streamer, it's all social media. Social media helps us in some way. Without social media, we won't be able to do podcasts. YouTube is a form of social media, in a sense. You know, it's a platform.
It's cheap
networking. So I think, you know, we just need to we need to do more talks like this, you know. We need to get the younger generation on as well and speak to them. You feel me? Big up my guy Sunshine as well. Listen, slap the like button. You can catch me and Sunshine on Sai TV every Wednesday, the Mandem Talk. Big up my guy Sunshine, man. Always. Listen, he's a very good speaker as well. Follow him if you like your football content. And I think he does a bit of other content as well. Big up my guy, man.
I hope he
AG. Yeah, big up, man. So that's what I'm saying. So any person of influence, you need to just know social media is powerful.
Absolutely.
You know? Alyssa can say one thing here and she can inspire another girl gamer to go and buy a camera and go and do what she's doing. That's the power of it. But then obviously we have the negative stuff. Absolutely. We've got all of the people trolling people. We've got people trying to kill people's confidence. We had someone in the comments today trying to be silly and whatever, which I understand. You think it's funny. You want to kind of get attention from it. But listen,
no, but
at the end of the day,
you know what it is? I feel like see, that's one thing. See, when people make comments, they make stupid jokes and comments like that.
They wouldn't do that in real life.
thinking that
Yeah,
yeah, exactly. Like, what do you
Right.
really gain from that? Because if I bring you up here right now and I troll you, if I troll the fuck out of you, what are you gonna do? What are you actually
Right.
gonna
Yeah.
do? Do you get
Yeah,
it?
I heard that.
Like people, they don't understand. Yeah, there's a limit to certain things you do. Like you
Yeah,
don't know
yeah.
You have
what
to read
people
the
go
room in
through.
everything you do.
Do you
Yeah,
get it?
yep.
You know, you can joke around like us right here, right? We can go off air right now and we could throw a whole bunch of jokes around, right? And
Yep,
we'll all laugh at each other because reading the room, that's our energy, that's what we're doing, right?
Yep.
But
Yeah.
like if we all together, right, walked into another group in a room and we were gonna have a discussion versus other people, we're not gonna start off right away with just letting stuff just fly out of our mouths, you know?
Yeah.
That's true.
We're gonna
There's a
feel
sense
these
of
people out.
composure you have to have. Yeah. So that's the kind of way I want to end this chat. Like, you know, all of us that are involved in any sort of kind of job that involves social media, we've got a responsibility to know what we're putting out. And I think just be yourself, people, man.
Yes.
Be yourself. If
Word.
you've got a master plan and you know that I'm going to twang my way through the system and then get to where I need to get to and then boom, do your thing. If you've got an end goal, you've got a vision behind it, fair enough. But today I want to promote being real. Yeah.
Yes.
I also want to promote the fact that we need to accept that we are influencers and we've got influence on people. And I think the third thing I probably want to promote is just appreciating what we have, you know,
Right.
appreciating social media, appreciating the time that we're in, and don't be lazy.
Right.
Back in the day, I didn't have when I was what if you rewind this back to before YouTube was here.
15
You
years.
can pick up a mic and you can become a rapper overnight.
Yes.
If you want to be a rapper, go and be a rapper.
No.
If you want to go and be a flipping gamer or YouTuber, just go and switch on your camera. Don't think, oh, I need the maddest camera. Use your phone. You know, you guys in this generation have got the maddest opportunity. And that's how I want to end on. I feel like this generation is very lazy and very spoiled. Lazy and spoiled. And it's not their fault because life's moving so fast. Everything's coming at a pace. You look at your friend, he blows up overnight. You're thinking, why can't I blow up overnight? So
Absolutely.
I understand the pressures of doing madnesses to get views because you're desperate, because clout is a currency and you're desperate for it. You know, you want to have the clout because you feel like it's going to give you the power. But listen, if you don't get there genuinely, if you don't get there naturally, if you get there in a fake way, it's going to end in a fake way.
Yeah,
Simple.
absolutely.
Simple. So
I've
listen,
seen a lot of people. Sorry, go ahead, Rano.
No, I just want to say, listen,
Yeah.
you guys just get up and do it, man. You guys are in a social media climate where it's easy. You've got phones. You can have an iPhone and do everything off your iPhone.
Right.
I've seen people create YouTube content, edit and everything from just an iPhone. So listen, people, man, don't take what you have for granted. Social media is in a good place. It's in a mad place, man. And that's it, realistically. As much as we have a lot of negative things with social media's done wonders. It's turned people from broke to rich.
Absolutely.
You know, it gives us hope. Social media gives us
Too
hope.
much money.
Say it again.
It's giving people too much money. Have you not realized how they're having to create new currencies just to keep up? Like,
I think we need to do a part 2 because that's so true.
You know what
though.
it is?
The
Social
pressures
media,
of
social media is a blessing. It's a blessing and a curse, man.
Blessing and the curse. Facts, man.
Go we.
Big up FNR Firms, man. FNR Beats, one of the greatest producers in the country.
Oh,
Listen,
stop it. You're making me blush, man. You're making me blush.
you heard it. You heard it here first.
Lucky
And
my
listen,
camera's not on.
Alyssa, one of the biggest OG gamers in the city, in the world, man.
I'm still better than him, though. I'm still better than him.
I want you beat out 2K.
I'm still
Hey,
jumping for
listen.
TK. I'm still jumping for TK.
I actually have a surprise tonight for my content.
Oh damn!
Yeah.
Hey, listen, we might have to do a live stream and get Alyssa versus Firms live. You know, we need to get this on. We need to get this on
You don't
camera.
want the smoke in anything I do. You
Oh,
heard?
damn.
COD, let's run
Drop your
up.
own beat so I can run it on you.
Yeah, I call it G.
Oh
I call it
damn!
G.
Like that.
We're watching, yeah.
I call it G. Let's go 1v1.
What? Alyssa, do you play Call of Duty?
No, I don't. But I'll put Wacky up for me. I'll
get
put
Call of
Wacky
Duty,
up.
man.
Yeah.
Cold.
Hey, Wacky, yeah, Wacky's Call of Duty, yeah.
Call of Duty 1v1. Let's go.
Hey,
Aye,
listen,
wait,
that
hold on. Aye,
fight
how,
talk.
Wait. How smoky is he? I listen.
Is he good?
My
I
PS5 is at the other
I've
house.
dropped a nuke. I've dropped a nuke. You feel me? I've dropped a nuke.
I actually got something you guys might be interested in when we get off of here. So I'll tell you what my secret is before I hop up out of here.
But you know the funny thing, if TK used his platform for actually positive things, could he get views? He would actually do something. One time I went on there, yeah. I
don't
just
agree
saw
with that,
Bear.
you
I
know.
was just like, I have to come off this. This is too young for me. And it was just like, yes. And when I
Yeah,
watched your snap
younger.
one time, and I was like, no, this is what I watched my little brother and stuff do. Like, this is too young. Like, I
Oh,
couldn't
I'm
even.
starting.
Like, it was just like, bro, why are we in a block? Why do we have belly on our faces? And why is this chatting shit?
Hey, no, it's true, man. Fuck it, no.
It is,
But you know
I
what it
don't
is,
know
though?
what about
I don't agree, though.
TK talks so much sense, but when you look on his snap, you're just thinking, nah.
No, dude.
She's joking.
Basically, don't add CK on Snap. Don't add CK on Snap.
Hey, but firms,
Aye.
as we close out, what was you saying? Because we haven't heard much from you. What you said you disagree with something. What do you disagree
I
with?
disagree. I disagree with what Jamelia is saying. You know,
Yeah, go on.
I feel like it'll be the other way around, man. You know, it is a lot of the time in social media, people do the opposite. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like it attracts a certain amount of people. It attracts a certain amount of people. You feel me? Like
Word.
CK's audience will be channeled to seeing him do something silly. Is that Mizzy, bro? You get me? I don't.
Oh,
Everyone's heard of Mizzy. You know what he does. He's that content creator. I don't like what he does. You feel me? So
I don't
I
like
won't
it.
tap into him. Even if he changed it to doing positive stuff, I still wouldn't tap into him because I didn't agree with what he was doing to get where he is. You feel me? So
word.
I feel like the audience that you start to grow on social media, that's it. Everyone knows, man. Everyone knows how algorithm works. Everyone knows all of these type of things.
I think I'm firm to you. I feel like Missy was just a lost cause that needed help.
Wait, what's the topic tomorrow?
I feel like he just needed a sense of direction.
I
Sunday.
think so.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
I don't. Me personally, I don't think so. I don't think so. You know, there's a lot of lost causes in where we're from. You feel me? Like
It's
and that boils down to
because
loads of things, but
what the issue is, and FNR, and I know you guys are gonna agree. I know all of you are gonna agree. The issue is that people are following people who are popular, not people who are smart.
yeah.
So
facts.
people who have clout, just because they have 100,000 people or 200,000 or 1,000,000 followers, they could be the biggest dumbass in the world, right?
Mhm,
But we
mhm.
have all these people just following, not doing research, eating up everything that these people say because they are socially famous. And that is
yeah.
the leader. It starts with leadership, and the foundation is super, super weak because there's nobody to, like what Rhino was saying earlier, there's nobody to control
Police
social media. So if somebody blows up for whatever reason, right? There's not an overhead or there's not a big enough person that's above all of social media.
There's
to
no
come down and
textbook.
say, "Hey, bro,
There's no
Yeah.
textbook to read. Yeah.
you probably shouldn't be saying this. You probably shouldn't be acting like this. You probably, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there's
facts.
none of that shit. Instead, it becomes be like me, act like me, do
Yeah,
this. you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And
Facts.
hold on, before we end, I did want to touch on the male and the female thing, because that ties into why our society is so messed up within love, right? Because I've seen men over and over start saying that the natural woman, right, is a dying breed. Like, women don't have natural hair anymore, natural nails, natural bodies. Even after they give birth, the first thing they do is go get surgery if they can afford it. You get what I'm saying? Like, the natural woman.
And to pause right there as well, just to pause on that note, I'm gonna do a special show. I don't even know if I should say this yet. Let me not say it yet, but I'm gonna have a special show.
No,
with
you
some
can't
special...
do that. No. You're not allowed to do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna say a little bit because I have to. But I'm gonna have a special show with some special guests, and it's all gonna be females that have all done surgery on themselves, and we're gonna literally talk about their experiences and what the pressures they go through and why they did it as well. But I can't give a date yet. But it's in the works still.
I think men are a big force.
Oh, here we go. Oh, we're going down this way. Damn. Listen, no, let's pause it right here. We're gonna leave that for another topic, yeah. So, but listen, just finish off what you were saying. Just as I paused you on the how women are becoming less natural and stuff. Carry on. Finish off your point, and then we're gonna close out.
That's pretty much my point. Like, you know, even when you see women go to the beach, right? Like in these media pictures and all of that, like their hair, they come out, they're still so perfect. Like that's not real life. You don't wake up with a full face and your breath smells like fucking roses. And yeah, some girls do have painted eyebrows naturally. You know, they do. Women, I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to their eyebrows, women are like, I know how I am, okay? But like as far as like the natural women, like that's why it's so like men will have a good wife at home, a beautiful natural looking woman, right? And they'll go out and this is not all men, but like maybe boys, let's say boys, let's not use the word men, right? So boys, you know, they'll look at girls and they'll be like, they'll start to do like that comparing thing, you know what I mean? And it's just one of those things where like you're on social media and you're looking and you're looking and you're looking. When you go out into the real world, what's your brain programmed to look for? You know what I mean? Like you're not looking at the girl. I mean, I'm looking at the girl who's in sweats and you know the t-shirt, but a lot of people aren't. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people are waiting for that girl to come out in fucking a plastered face and stuff like that. And then people get mad after a couple of months of being with somebody when the girl is taking off her waist trainer and she got a little belly.
But you know what is, Alyssa? I blame while Jamila blames guys, I blame social media. It's also this is all social media's fault. This is not guys' fault. It's social
the same
media.
With guys though, look at the guys that are bald, right? Being bald, listen, for a man, no serious. Being bald for a man was like you were like distinguished, right? You had a little.
I knew Fer was
going to say You had a little beard. You know what I mean? No, but you had like a little beard.
Social media.
Your hair was, you know, whatever. Now these guys, right, feel pressured to go get fake hair drawn in, beards, fake beards. Like as fake as the women are, the men are.
No, the men be getting like what turkey? They know that turkey trip. You feel me? Your hairline start pushing back.
Hey, wait, big up gifted chick as well. She said that Nicki Minaj was saying the other day that Wayne and them used to make fun of her tiny booty. So let me just go through the comments quickly, people. Big up my guy Don Dada Diamond. Listen, this is my guy. Like, share, subscribe, lads. Support your quality channel as you continue to get. Wait, one second. You know, we can't. Once we read the comments get the priority, you know, because they're showing the support. But give me 1 second, Jamila. But big up Don Dada for that. He's a mod as well. Always showing support, always on all the streams. And like I said, listen, we do other talks as well. It's not just football. But yeah, you can catch him. He's everywhere. He's on Flawless's channel as well. So he says, support your quality channel as you continue to get brilliant content and on a consistent basis. He also says, sorry I'm late. I didn't know you had streams on socials. I love that. I give counseling and victim support of victims of violent crimes. Listen, we need to get you on, my boy. We need to get you on, man. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, let's do that, man. We could talk about people that have gone through stuff and whatever and the effects it has as well.
W viewers, man. W chat, W viewers.
Yeah, man. W, man. You guys like the video. Let me do a like check.
You feel me?
You got 20 likes in the building today.
All right, 20 again. Listen, big up the chat. Listen, I appreciate you guys. Jamila, what was you gonna say?
Get to 30. I'll run to Thornheath Pond in a United Cup.
Hey, 30 likes.
I run to Thornheath Pond in the United Cup.
Hey, no, 30 likes, people. 30 likes.
Well, that's what I want to see.
Jamila, what was you saying?
Yeah, we were saying that. I hear what you lot are saying with the whole like natural thing, yeah. But you need to remember, yeah. If I put up a picture now naturally, yeah, I'm probably gonna get like 40 views, yeah.
Oh, go on. I've got something to say about this as well. Go on.
Like, yeah, I put up a picture the other day when I did my lip. If you see how much people were like, obviously. And I was saying this the other day, obviously not now. I'm saying when I did my lip, I was at the point where I was so insecure about myself, or I didn't like the things that I like. So obviously, as everyone knows, I did my lips, I did my chin. Like I obviously didn't go and do them, but obviously I got fillers.
Is it that injection thing?
I got fillers.
Fillers, yeah.
And I'm not playing off where I put it. I'm was so
Fold this up and
like
shut there.
down in myself, where I didn't know who I was or what I was trying to look like.
Fold it
I
up.
was
Yeah,
trying to
because
create who I wasn't.
you see that there, yeah. I've got something to say about that as well. Okay, I remember
So
someone
like
just said that
where I was talking about it and I said it to my friend, like she was like, "No, Jams, I don't know why you did it to yourself." At that point on my life where I was still finding myself, I felt like that's what I wanted to look like, or that's how I feel like that's how I should have looked. Do you understand? Where I did like soul searching and I kind of started to understand about myself, or like the different changes in your body and certain things. Would I do my lips again? No. Would I do fillers again? No. But at that point on my life, I would have done surgery, I would have done fillers, I would have done everything. Because I was so insecure about me as a person and how I look.
Social
So-
media.
So
In general,
So
that.
can I ask you something, Jamila, quickly? Yeah, sorry, CK. So is that an insecurity in yourself, or is that guys' fault? Because earlier on you said that it's guys the reason
But
why
I think-
females do all these things.
That one, I would say that's for myself. That was
Okay.
insecurity in me.
Yeah,
And that was
yeah.
that. But I felt like in a lot of like from where I came from, where a lot of my brethren were doing surgery, a lot of my brethren looked a certain way.
So that
Like-
made you feel you felt like the odd one out.
I'm not the old one out, but I was like, oh, I want something. I don't. At the moment, I didn't feel like I liked myself. I didn't feel like I knew who I was, and I didn't like how I looked at that point.
You know,
But what in your eyes what in your eyes looks good? So what was wrong with you where you felt like, was it social media that made you feel like what? Because listen, a lot of people embrace their prettiness in different ways. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you might not look like what the other girl looks like, but you can embrace yourself. So what did you feel like was wrong with yourself?
That whole aesthetic. I'm not gonna lie. When I do makeup, I like that whole fake look, regardless of what anyone tells me. I like that fake image, that look. I like it. It's something for me. I like that whole fake look. When I don't have makeup, yeah, there was days, I never used to like not going outside without eyelashes, or there was days that I didn't. But this is only later on in life when I like, put on my weight or I became insecure in certain things. I would be like, have to wear long hair. You don't see my arms, and just little things in.
No, what you know what it is, yeah. All right, cool. You made a very, very, very good point right there. And you know what? Dondada just back.
I want to ask Alyssa something as well.
I can't lie, yeah. See that whole the insecurity thing, yeah. You can't always look at it and say, "Raw, I do this because of insecurity." I'm not gonna lie. I get up and see a lot of girls. They get up and do BBLs. They go get their lips filled for shit. All of this, that. Bro, you don't do plastic surgery over bullshit, and then they blame it on their insecurity. It's not insecurity. It's just a part of you. It's your confidence. You're not insecure. It's just you're not confident in yourself. You get up. You put yourself out there,
Everything. Not just my insecurity, but my confidence. Everything. I didn't have confidence.
Yeah.
I would still say I didn't have enough.
Put it this way, yeah. If you put it in a psychological way, your insecurities come from your confidence, your self-esteem.
Do you know where I think CK is coming from? Which I kind of agree. It's hard because the pressures of social media make you like what Gifted Chick put earlier. Lil Wayne and that were laughing at Nicki Minaj's. No, but what I'm saying to you is that what I'm trying to say is that it could be social media because you see that everyone with a fat ass and everything gets all the attention and the people without it don't. But then again, you see other people embracing what they have and making it work. So maybe that's why it can be confidence, like what CK is saying. If you embrace what you look like.
I had no self-esteem. I didn't know myself, my work, everything. Everything falls in place. I'm not just playing with one thing. Like if you told me now, if you told me now, would I go and do my lips or do anything? No, because now I've got my daughter watching me, and there's certain things that I don't want her to do because I felt like I needed to change it. Do you get it?
But that's what I was saying.
I was so lost in myself. I would have done anything to change it. Regardless.
Okay.
It's not just social media. It's not just social media. Because it's like, think about it, yeah. Cool. Everyone, most of these girls, yeah, you look at these girls, yeah.
And you guys, it's interesting to get CK's point of view because he's young. He's from the young generation. So it's interesting to see what he thinks.
Gallum will start putting on makeup for school, yeah, at the age of 11, 12. just to go secondary school. Have you not noticed? Has anyone ever noticed
No,
this?
because bro, I noticed that, yeah, because I'll give
Get it?
Can I give an example real quick, innit?
Yeah, go on.
Obviously, I went to school in Chinkford, innit? And obviously, when I started school, the school I went to, there was a lot of white youths in that school, bro. A lot of white youths. And it was just like you get them, but a lot of the white girls there, you see them coming in. I've seen girls coming to school with fake tan, bro.
Fake tan, full face makeup.
Yeah,
Like, what the
fake
fuck?
tan, like they've been in a sunbed for 30 minutes, bro.
You get it?
Yeah.
Crazy shit.
And that's where the confidence, yeah, and the self-esteem, yeah, starts lowering even before it gets anywhere. Because you lot have already started walking to places, yeah, with makeup on, like, say you're big people. Do you get it?
I
They will-
disagree though, man. I disagree.
They feel like,
Go on, firms, and then let me hear what Alyssa's got to say. I want to ask Alyssa because I want to ask Alyssa something as well. Go on, firms.
You know what it is, yeah. We can't sit down as men and like disagree this, yeah. Even if you're talking from school, I remember girls getting insulted because like they had no bum or
Right.
whatever, or they're skinnier than another girl, or
Of course.
you get what I'm saying, or even small things. As even like it's sad to see as well. I remember like I went to a predominantly black school. You feel me? And I remember when like certain girls had their natural hair out, and certain guys would be saying, "Oh, why's your hair so short?" and like that.
Yeah,
Affect females
remember.
mentally, you know. And you have to
Yeah,
understand,
facts.
obviously, school does mold you as obviously you're young, growing up kind of thing. So, like I was saying, basically, it's like you have to also bear in mind how you move as a person and also what you say as well. Because
Yeah.
yes, we could turn around and say, "Oh, why are all these females going to get BBLs and all of these things?" But they obviously some females feel insecure about themselves, but they feel insecure being around what and care about what other people think as well and say. You feel me? So that's another thing that you have to remember. So some girls maybe they tan because they've heard someone say something, or people don't accept them when they're looking that way, or do you get what I'm saying? They feel like outcasted and stuff like that. It happens. You feel me? It's like even last thing, say, like I said, I went to a predominantly black school. It's like even some of the white girls, I remember they used to come in with like braids and stuff like. You feel me?
Well,
And no, but do you get what I'm saying? But a lot of people do stuff to fit in as well. You feel me? Whatever
Yeah,
fits the
yeah.
crowd, whatever's trendy. You feel what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it's the same thing with the BBL thing. A lot of girls, I remember BBLs weren't really a thing, but now it's like, bro, if you don't have one, you're kind of weird, bro. You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
it's got to get to that point. So,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
That's just a
No.
little bit that I wanted to say here.
No, 100%. Let me go through the comments quickly. Then I want to ask Alyssa something. So Don Dada Diamond says, to me, it's deeper than physical. When you love, it's about mind, body, and soul. I love natural, but a lot of people in society take plastic surgery due to self-insecurity. The trauma that we go through in our childhood can last a lifetime unless detected and addressed ASAP. Chinks, my guy. Big up Chinks, my guy. Always. Self-confidence is key. Got Don Dada here.
Why do you want on her?
Emotional scars are difficult to heal. Very difficult.
Yep.
Big up Steffi G as always. That's my guy. That's my peoples. Steffi's my peoples. She's always showing support. My guy Ben as well. The other comparison when you was called Blickatree. Yes, yes. And not embrace dark skin.
Oh,
and you can see
hey,
people.
bro.
Listen, let me talk about this.
Doesn't keep
Let me
calling
talk
that.
about this personally. I'm gonna ask you something, Alyssa, after. I'm dark skinned, innit? This is where I say self-confidence because of how I think. But when people used to go through that, oh, you're blick and whatever, I embraced it.
No,
and then years down the line, you realize that people say black and the berry, sweet the juice. Or your skin's smooth.
You know
Or look
what
how
I'm saying?
soft your skin is.
Right.
You got nice skin. But it's funny how I used to think that when I was going through that. Obviously, there's a transition period where it's kind of annoying and whatever. But I've got a strong character, so once I get through the kind of negative side, I embrace that, man. You gotta embrace it. Once you embrace it, no one can take it away from you. I'm telling you.
Right.
Once you embrace it, and that's where I feel like what Firm said is right as well. But a part of it is how you can pop out. It depends on yourself, but you can't expect everyone to have the same confidence as what I have, or you know what I'm saying. So, but I want to ask Alyssa something. Alyssa, you're a female, yeah,
Yep.
and you like females, yeah.
I do.
So, is it your fault sometimes? What kind of females do you like? Do you,
Yeah.
if there was two female? Sorry to put you on the spot, but it's very
No, it's
interesting.
okay.
if you saw that, are you attracted to females more with hair? Because I know earlier on you said something about you like a girl in a tracksuit or whatever. You like the nice kind of normal fits. But does that play a part in what you like as well in terms of their hair, their nails, and makeup? What is it for you?
So being in a same-sex relationship and being attracted to the same sex is a little bit different for us, right? Because okay, like how do I answer this, right? So for me, it's kind of the same thing, right? Go out, pretty girl. I've always, my mom, let me put it like this, okay? My mom was a pretty girl. My mom was always well kept, well dressed. You know what I mean? Very natural woman.
That is it.
All she did was her makeup and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? So as I got like into my dating scene, I did start dating girls or women who were like, how do I say it? Like, women are attractive in different ways. You know, I think where the insecurity comes in for liking women, or you know what I mean, comes to finding your identity within that relationship. If that makes sense. So like,
Yeah.
I like for instance, like I like to wear boys' clothes and stuff like that, but you can obviously see I have a full head of hair, right? So an extent, like I would say that I'm a tomboy, right? I play sports, I play video games. I would say that I am the head in my relationship because of my appearance and how I dress and how I carry myself IRL. You get what I'm saying? But it doesn't mean that I'm not attracted to just women in general. You understand what I'm saying? So it could be a woman who's just, for me it is. It's just personality with women is what kind of goes the long way. Like looks always are going to attract you, right? So yeah, absolutely. Your skin complexion, you know, your voice, your eyes, your smile, your hair, you know, like even the way you smell. You know what I mean? Like some people just have a natural scent to them. Like, so those things are just attractive in general.
I
You
what
know
can I
what
say?
I mean?
I'll cut as well. I what man's about to jet out in it, but I want to this is just touch a good point. She with the looks, it's not always looks. Yeah, that's gonna get someone though. Cause you know what it is. Yeah, a woman can look nice, a woman can look well kept and whatnot, but it's like what's going on at home as well. You got to think about as well.
Yeah, it gets you in the door.
Do you get it? It gets you in the door,
Right.
but it's like when you're in there, yeah, is that what's gonna keep you there? The look.
No, and that's what my next point was.
Do you get it?
It's really that, like the looks is what draws you in, and I think that's with any sex. You get what I'm saying? You're
for
always
real.
gonna look at somebody and you're gonna go, damn. You know what I mean? Unless if it's like
Yeah.
us right now podcasting, and you know, and people look at us and they fall in love with our intellect. Let's just say, you know, the way we speak, our mindsets and stuff, right? That's different. But and me being like a female, for me it's kind of hard sometimes, because as I am attracted to the woman who is the nurturer, the pretty girl, the wife, the one that cooks, the clean, right? I can also play that role.
Yeah.
It's hard when you find yourself in a situation where you are attracted to somebody who is literally, it's like a reflection of you. You get what I'm
It's a
saying?
reflection of you, but you don't. It's something you don't really,
Right.
you don't really want to see.
Right, because like I said, I like boys' clothes. You get what I'm saying? It's not that I don't like females' clothes. I dressed like a girl all throughout high school. I was bad. Like, you know
Most
what
of
I
your
mean? Like I really was. But then I hit a certain age where I did become attracted. Like for instance, like when I was a girly girl like that, I dated more masculine women who did dress more as men, but you know, still nice hair, nice nails, you know, hygiene, whatever. You know what I mean? And then when I made the transition of just like, I got to an age where I didn't care how people saw me. I played basketball. I was a tomboy. I was around my cousins and my brothers and stuff, and I liked their clothes. You know what I mean? I developed my own style. And instead of still going after those same masculine women, my mindset kind of changed, because now I felt like I had to play the opposite role of whatever I was going to do in my relationship.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But as a woman, like me, my issue with the LGBT and all of this stuff, and it's really not an issue, but it's just like me within my own skin, I've always been secure enough to say I want to be a female. I love being a woman to the core of my heart. I do not wish to be a man. I've never wanted to be a man. Don't get me wrong. Us for the late night, dark night chats that we're gonna have. There's a
Listen,
lot of things that us women can do that you men can do. Okay.
hey, listen, sorry to cut you off quickly. I'm going,
No,
guys,
go
innit?
ahead.
See me, I'm getting a bit too high right now. I'm not gonna stop
All
trying
right,
shit.
man. Big up CK, man.
I'm
Love,
gonna
It
man.
is,
start,
it is.
Love, my guy.
That's all I had to say on it. For
No, 100%. Listen, members.
it's tough.
When my channel becomes remonetized again with members, we're gonna have a members only chat. So listen, don't worry, man.
Yeah, because
No, but yeah,
it's
for
hard.
real.
It's hard because again, it's with the social media. Like social media makes you feel like you have to look a certain way. You
That's
get
what I was
I'm
gonna say
saying?
to you, Alyssa. So when you look for a female, this is gonna be our last topic because we're 2 hours in. But listen, we're flowing right now, so I'm good. But when you go for a female, are you more attracted to? I'm kind of asking a silly question. Are you does? I wanna kind of take what Jamila's gone through and the pressure she's had not having confidence and kind of weave it into a question like, obviously a girl with makeup and eyelashes and that is more, it stands out and it catches your attention more. But are you still attracted to normal, like, I don't want to say normal females, but a female that don't wear makeup, a female that doesn't glow up?
You can absolutely say that because I've had both. You get what I'm saying? And like just because a girl is even in her most feminine, there's still women that don't know how to do their makeup. You get what I'm saying? So it's not all women and we can't categorize that, but I have been on both sides of that. And what I can say is that looks really isn't everything, and when we're younger, it's just pressure because even when you have a crush on somebody and you see the type of people that they constantly go for and the people that they constantly date, right? You start to develop that concept in your head of, well, they must have a type. You get what I'm saying? And then you feel like, damn, I'm really not that person's type. You know what I mean? But on an intellectual level, on an emotional level, on every other level, we are compatible except for how social media wants to present us. Does that make sense?
So do you think social media plays a part in killing people's to make people's insecurities higher?
Yes, and what I was going to say is that insecurity starts with childhood. That's what I wanted to press on with people because so especially for like females and women growing up, especially if they have like women influences in their life, little girls fall in love with the women in their life. They fall in love, they look up to them. And I know I had a lot of women in my life before I knew what sex and gender and all of that was, just my cousins, my mom, my, beautiful women like in my family that I just looked up to. So, I don't think people realize that even the smallest conversations about your weight, I went through a period of my age where I was 10 years old and the doctor told my mom I was overweight. And for my health, she put me on a diet at 10 years old. No milkshakes, no candy. What kid doesn't want to have a milkshake? What kid doesn't want to, you know what I mean? And that within itself, like I've always had an insecurity from how my clothes fit me. You get what I'm saying? So it would be like me and my cousin could go out and buy the same shirt, but the shirt doesn't fit me the way it fit my cousin. And now I'm just insecure about how it looks on me. Now I just don't want it. You understand? Because I just don't feel comfortable.
Can I also add something as well? Like you keep on like people can say, for instance, I have like a lot of cousins and brothers and that, and I listen to the conversation, and some of them might be like, "Oh, Jams is confident, it's self-love, it's self-esteem." But you are the same ones that sit here and talk about the girls that you lot go for, or the women that you lot say. Like, I have one of my cousins, God forbid, like, it's one of my cousins that I really love, and regardless. And there's times that I go on to certain things, and I hear him talk about, like, girls' weight. And I feel like you have cousins that are big.
Right.
You have cousins that look a certain way. Now you're making us feel insecure in a certain thing. Like I've gone on to podcasts, and I've not even said anything. I've listened to like my brother being on there, my cousins being on there, and I've listened to certain things they say about like the females they go for and the girls they go for and look, and just by the females they bring home, it's not no natural girl. Do you understand? It's the opposite of what they're saying. So you're saying, Jams, be confident, love yourself. But at the end of the day, you've got someone that doesn't look
Right.
nothing like her, with the BBL, with the bum, with the breast, with everything. Like,
Mhm.
for instance, for comment flag up about confident, yeah, from my cousin. But in the same instance, Rhino, if it was somewhere else, yeah, like I can hear my other cousins talking about like, oh, this girl should have no back, but this girl's
Right.
got a back. So she might not be physically pretty, facially, but man can like the back is and the breast is. Now you just lowered someone's confidence, but you're telling
Mhm.
us to be confident, but you're not.
True.
You're not. Everything you're showing me is not what you're telling me about.
Right.
It's like you
Yeah.
tell me. It's like you tell me don't go and steal, but you're stealing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
yeah,
adults
yeah.
adults
But
definitely
it's definitely
need
vice
to-
versa though.
Yeah,
I-
100%.
Go on, Firms.
Girls
think-
pop down boys, girls pop down guys as well. You feel me?
Absolutely, but I think that's what
There's
we're
a
talking
lot, there's a
about.
lot of males out there that don't have confidence in themselves. You feel me?
Yeah, but that starts in the
100%.
household too.
One
Like-
thing I'm trying to say, I've been in a position where I think when I first obviously got big after having my baby, I went to my brother and I was like, bro, I'm big and I don't like it. And he was like, go gym, no, innit? And then there's times where my brother be like, fam, you're getting round. Why the fuck do you look like this? And it's like, bro, you know my confidence is already where it is. You lot are just adding to it. Or you lot something now that has made me be more wary on how I feel because you've, like, I'm thinking, okay, cool. Now you're just like, Rod, what happened to you? You lost yourself.
You know,
So now it's like 100%. I'm feeling more shit from people that are supposed to show you support and love you regardless.
Mm.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
It's,
No,
it's like
100%. Yeah.
not in good situations either. Like I can speak from experience. Like, you know, I left out of my house. I left everything I knew and I went to go live on an island in a house that was falling apart. And just because I wanted to start my mental health journey, I needed to be by myself. I needed just time to think. My grandmother had just passed. I was going through a lot. You get what I'm saying? And you know, a couple of months of being on the island, I was there for a whole year, and a couple of months into the island, I just didn't have the means anymore to like literally take care of myself, you know, and it reflected and it showed, you know. So when I came back to the States, I think a lot of people were surprised to just see me like kick a lot of habits, bad habits, or to even look as clean as I do right now. You know, I look back at those videos and I look at myself, and I was streaming outside, you know, all of that stuff. And I am just, you know, I look at that stuff and I'm like, ugh, you know what I mean? Or like, it's just sometimes too, people don't realize like a lot of people are really quick to bash someone when in reality, anybody can be cleaned up. Anybody
Yeah.
with the right amount of pockets, the right amount of money, if you have the money and you can actually take care of yourself in that way, then you're always going to look clean and well taken care of. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like people don't realize that mental health and depression and you know what people go through, sometimes that stuff plays a huge part in you know,
because
yeah,
it's probably
what it
to
look
really
like, you know?
when I did my lips and my chin and that. Obviously, mentally, I was still suffering because yes, I changed the image, but mentally, I'm still fucked. Did you get it?
Right.
Because it doesn't change my mindset. It just changed something. So I'm
Right.
thinking, yes, I'm unhappy, but I'm still mentally messed up because
Yeah,
now I'm still in the same depression mindset, but I've just changed something that I thought was gonna make me happy. But in 10
Yeah,
times, I
yeah.
was 10 because when it was dissolved now, I'm back to reality.
Right.
Yeah. And that's what I was gonna say. Sometimes you have to make a decision like what Alyssa did and move away from like what may seem as good for you at the time, but is not good for you. And also, when we're looking at influences around us, we need to see what they are on. So, for example, when you're looking at maybe your brothers and they're going for certain girls and whatnot, what are they really trying to do with them girls? Are they wifing them girls? Are they just
Right.
are those girls just for the moment? You feel me? And that's when you realize like, cool, are you trying to be a girl for the moment or are you trying to be someone's wife?
Wife.
You feel me? So
Absolutely.
not to say that people with BBLs can't be married. I'm just saying sometimes a lot of it is a short-term adrenaline rush. ooh, fat ass, cool, I'm gonna do my thing with her, boom, boom, bam. You feel me? But at the end of the day, they're just going through their little. I feel like all guys go through that kind of whole period, should I call it?
Oh,
where
we
the
all
fast
do,
life,
even us.
or females
Yeah,
as well, yeah.
yeah, we
Just
all
that
do.
fast life, and back, you know what I mean?
We
You
love
feel
it.
me?
It feels
But-
good, you know.
Yeah, you experience everything, and not to say that people that are virgins are not going to live great lives and find the right partner, but sometimes it's good to experience just what's out there, so you just know in it. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that sometimes the influences around you are not always necessarily good influences, but because they're your peers and they're your siblings and they're older than you, I get it. You look up to them and whatnot.
Right.
But sometimes you have to actually look at the bigger picture. What are they? How many girls do you see your brother? I'm not saying that your brother has loads of girls, but I'm just saying your sibling might be talking about, oh yeah, I like this girl, I like that girl. But is it the same girl he's seeing, or is it multiple girls?
Right.
Do you get me? So sometimes you kind of have to try and take it into put into bigger context anyway. But listen, we're gonna wrap it here because listen, I think if we don't stop this, we're gonna go on for ages. But big up everyone in the chat. Big up everyone, especially people like Jamila, Alyssa, everyone, firm, sharing your experiences and whatever. Let me get rid of this chewing gum. Yes, I think it's making me, you know. But anyway, I appreciate everyone sharing their experiences. Even G20 talking about stuff that he's been through. What Gifted Chick saying 24-hour podcast? Listen, maybe we might have to do that for charity. I think I have to start with like 5 hours or something, and then maybe 12 hours. Yeah, not today though, not today. But listen, if we can do that, once the channel picks up, I wouldn't mind doing something like that for charity. Yeah, man, we're ready, man. I think we'll have to do loads of different shows in one. Maybe play games, do so many different things. But yeah, why not, man? Big up the chat though. 24-hour podcasts, W podcast. Big up Waki. Big up Triple Che. Yes, enjoyed, man. Great, man. Listen. Like I was saying, I appreciate everybody that shared their experiences and whatnot. And listen, we're just here to have a conversation. This is Let's Talk. We're just talking, you know. We're sharing our experiences and we're sharing our opinions. And I'm happy that people are liking the content. So listen, make sure you're subscribed. And don't only just subscribe. Put that post notification on. We listen, when you subscribe, it's not enough. I'm sorry, I'm selfish, I'm greedy. It's not enough. I want post notifications on. And listen, like Flawless says, when you come through on the channel, you need to pay the toll. And the only way to pay the toll is to like the video. So as soon as you get on the chat, even if you don't think you're gonna like the chat, just like it anyway, because you know positivity. We have to spread positive. We have to spread positive vibes. You feel me? So if you come in here, you're feeling moody, you're feeling a bit negative, and you're thinking, "Nah, this podcast is whack," just like it.
Right.
And then you might embrace some positive vibes, and then you might end up liking it in the next 10 minutes. So listen, big up Alyssa, big up Ferns, big up Jamila, big up G20. Jade was in there earlier. Big up CK. Who else was in there as well?
Ari.
Big up Ari as well. Big up, man. Listen, I appreciate you guys. This has been the Let's Talk, and we spoke about the impact of social media. If you haven't already, I'm going to say it again. Subscribe, post notifications on, and like the video. It's your boy Rhino, and we are out.
We out, baby.
Hey, I swear firms and rents patent this.